Get this, adults with financial literacy skills have 82% more wealth than those who don't. From swimming lessons to piano classes, us parents invest in so many things to enrich our kids' lives. But are we investing in their future financial success? With Greenlight, you can teach your kids financial literacy skills like earning, saving, and investing. And this investment costs less than that after-school treat. Start prioritizing their financial education and future today with a risk-free trial at greenlight.com/Wondery. Greenlight.com/Wondery.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Oh, hey, get ready to enjoy this great podcast with Courtney and her friends, fueled by Salt and Smoke. You're cute.
Oh, yeah, nobody saw it coming, but guess what?
Yeah, nobody in here for sure.
No indication whatsoever that this was the case. But Courtney and Brando are out. What? You got the Convey brothers, you got Haley on the ones and twos, and we are joined by Lauren Risley. It's been a while.
Super special guest.
It's been a while since I've been up this early.
Yeah,
it's brutal, isn't it?
You guys, this is tough.
Yeah, when I started, they said you never get used to it. And they were right. In fact, it gets worse, I think.
Yeah, you could say that.
I just feel like at some point you come up with some sort of strategy where, like, you sleep in the parking lot. Like, I don't know. Like, gosh, I don't know. I feel
There's
bad
a lot
for
of people that would be relieved to hear that sleeping in a parking lot could be called a strategy.
Yeah.
How do you think she sells so many homes?
Yeah.
Sleeping in the parking lot.
Yeah, she sleeps in the parking lot.
Two separate strategies. No. I don't think I need to do that to sell houses.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's just to be here at like 5:45.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And at rest stops.
No, actually,
it's
it's almost exclusively my house or this parking lot.
Okay, yeah. Well, we're so happy to have you here.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be here.
It's been a long time.
How long has it been since you've been here? Any idea?
Oh, I don't mark it in the old calendar, but
you should.
It's maybe been a year.
It's been a year, I think, at least.
It's really sad.
One of the most famous lines uttered on the show came from Lauren Risley.
I know. Pre-10.
Do you remember it was pre-10?
It was PT.
Slow down.
Yeah, PT.
Settle down.
Settle down.
Shirts were made, mugs were made.
Yeah.
It was like a whole thing.
It was a whole
Brando
brand.
made my favorite song. It's not Taylor Swift, it's not anything like that. It's the one Brando sang.
What was it to? What was like?
Oh, whoa. I sing bad. I hum bad.
Yeah, that was a bad hum.
So bad.
We have no idea what song
It's the time of day.
You're going to blame the
it's
early morning.
pre 8 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty
Don't you
good.
remember? I'll play it to you on break, but I don't want to upset you and bring back because it's kind of a dig on you,
Yeah, no, it was a big dig on me.
You were talking about Andrew Collin?
Oh my God,
I was talking about
getting so worked. It was the first time I'd ever met the guy, and it was also early, so I'm not even that with it in the morning, and and he was just like, oh, and then and then his throw, and then it was so precise, 12 out of 12, nailed him in the chest. I was like, talking about your boyfriend? Gosh,
settle
down.
I mean, you were there that day, the way he was throwing the ball.
Yes, it was our family Thanksgiving
brother
football
defense.
team.
Here we go.
Yes.
Come in
It's
with
2-on-1.
the defense. Yep.
We were joined
Haley
by...
could be on your
Thank God
side.
for Haley. Yeah. I was like, oh, is it going to be just me and you two?
Haley, whose side are you on this morning? Are you on my side?
I'm going to be on
Tim?
Lauren's side.
Yes.
You're going to be on Lauren? Okay. All right. Fair enough.
It's gonna be
You know what that means, don't you?
Oh, no.
All nanny, all morning. You know what Haley's favorite TV show
This
is?
is not my favorite
Ann
TV
Frasier?
show.
The Nanny.
Is it because of the laugh?
No. I don't know. I think it's a fun little
The drama,
show.
the writing, the storytelling. Yeah.
You know, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was going to say, Courtney has made a promise to Haley to bring her to Hamilton.
Yes.
Because Haley she could sing basically every single part of the song.
It's not basically. I know every single word.
Wait, is Courtney bringing you so you can be in Hamilton?
No. God, that would be something, though.
You've never seen it, right?
She goes from
I've
being
never seen
Brando's understudy to being Hamilton's understudy.
I'm the new Lin-Manuel Miranda.
So Courtney's going to bring, supposedly, have you guys talked about this yet?
No, we haven't.
So,
but I've heard her like, oh, I'm taking Haley to Hamilton, so I think it's still happening.
And I think that's a verbal contract in Missouri is is legal. So I think she has to take you.
And I mean, it's on the podcast.
Oh, it's recorded.
It's recorded.
There's evidence.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Risley, you would know about contract stuff. So Risley's got a show every Sunday.
At Sunday at 1 o'clock, I do.
And what is it?
Oh, it's just some real estate fun, you know? On Wednesdays, on the Heidi and Josh show on KTRS Talk Radio. No competition here, right? Mornings and afternoons, right? We're good.
I don't like anybody.
Oh, yeah. No, same. But I've been their real estate expert for a couple years, and so they've asked us to do a Sunday show. So Sunday at 1 o'clock. But who listens to talk radio at Sunday at 1 o'clock?
Too,
so you can do a
right?
podcast, Apple Podcast or Spotify.
Maybe if we can figure it out, we should do like a real estate game.
Oh, I thought you were gonna. True, but what I thought you were gonna say, because you know how you're mean to me.
Yes.
Sometimes?
Yeah.
Actually, only on air. In real life, you're such a nice guy. It shocked me.
Ask Haley.
Yeah. Oh no.
Ask Haley. Am I mean in
You're
real
giving
life
him a
too?
little too much credit.
If there's some persona, no, I mean, I got receipts. He's like a super nice guy, but on air, not so
True.
nice.
We don't
to
need
me.
any of this being talked
Not
about.
so
man.
nice. But what I thought you were going to say is we should do a podcast that makes fun of Risley's podcast.
Oh yeah.
Which
Well, that's just called the Courtney Show.
True.
We just make, well, it's not your podcast. We just make fun of you.
Well, and so it's called Call the Closer. You know, there's a TV show, so you just kind of ride that name, name out, Call the Closer. But it's supposed to be about real estate, and for the most part, it is. But sometimes it gets weird. A little bit, actually.
It gets weird?
Oh, yeah. I actually disclosed my most embarrassing moment in real estate. And you want me to tell?
Yeah, I mean, you can't bring that up.
I don't know.
Should we deep tease that for later in the show, or do we just do it right now?
No. I think you deep tease it.
We deep tease
do it
It's
right
pretty
now?
bad. I mean, I can.
All right.
No, stick around.
Tim-
Okay. I mean, it's
We
like
got some empty segments on here.
it's like here's the deal. Like I'm shocked that my business has made it to where it was, considering like this is where it started.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Okay.
it may have been one of the lowest points in my life, and not even because where I was in life, just because of what happened during this real estate experience.
Well, that might be a good question of the day today is what was like the worst thing you did at your job?
Please do that, because then it won't just be me
That could have
being embarrassed.
I mean, what's the question? Could have derailed your career?
For sure.
Or did
No.
derail it?
Oh, no. No, I mean, thankfully it was pre-Instagram, or maybe not. I don't know. I forget how years work and like when things came out. But it was before everyone posted everything.
Right. Well, I thought maybe your TV derailed your career because everybody saw the real you.
Ouch.
Haley liked it.
Ouch.
Risley burned. Haley was on board. Divide and conquer. That's what the day's all about.
A good burn is a good burn, okay?
Okay, wait, but
That's good radio, Haley.
6 minutes in, she switches sides.
Okay, but here's Haley, this is what you don't know. So like I got him on that burn, and that was great, and a song came out of it. So I kind of felt like it wasn't a burn because it was like funny. And then I'm on the show again, and my sister texts me and says, "Hey, if there's some way you should sneak the word abracadabra into the show, like just say it randomly so I know that you love me." And I was like, "Oh wow, all right, I'll do it." So I made the mistake of telling Chris, right? And he's like, "Oh, Risley, I got the perfect opportunity for you. We're going to close out. I'm going to do this thing, and then I'm going to point at you and then say the word." And I was like, "Oh, this is so great." And I'm new to radio, so things just happen quick, you know? So he's like, da-da-da-da, and he's like, "Risley, thanks for being on the show. Is there anything you want to say, like any last word?" You know? And I said, "Abracadabra." And he goes, "Wow. You could have given a shout out to kids with cancer. Like you could have literally pointed out any charity, lifted someone up today. You could have, and said you say abracadabra." And I was like, "I hate you. Oh my God. I literally hate
It was
you."
payback.
Yeah, and people ever were like, "Wow." That was
And
really
then abracadabra became a shirt.
yeah.
So we got her.
I can't wait to see what iconic moment happens today that becomes a T-shirt.
Oh gosh, I need more coffee for this.
Oh, yeah. Is this coffee any good? I've never had it.
A lot of coffee.
Pretty delightful. No, I am drinking it. I haven't chugged it yet. And then your brother threw a fit because he got me these two carbonated beverages.
Yeah.
And again, trying to be nice, Chris, he was like, "Hey, do you want either of these?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." So he threw them on the ground.
I pulled it.
He threw them on the ground. I'm like, "What?"
I was offended.
Clearly. So now I have 3 beverages to drink this morning.
Yeah. So those are pretty
We're
good
gonna be
looking
here for a
beverages,
while,
yeah.
though.
Yeah, we are. It's a 4-hour ordeal is what I call it.
And speaking of ordeals, Chris, you saw Fish last night.
Yeah, I went and saw Fish last
You
night.
did?
Blaze and I went and saw Fish. One of my like friends from high school, he is the director for like their entire production, but then he directs their video content. I mean, you know Trey.
For Fish?
For Fish, it's insane.
They are
huge. He's a St. Louis guy, and he's in charge of like their whole operation, and it was so cool. So I got to see him in action, and from our friendship group, he and I are the only ones that and then Pat Schumacher, but he wasn't, he's like your friend, who went into some sort of entertainment. So he does similar stuff to me, but he's the director and kind of runs everything for Fish and is way better.
Yeah.
And so I got to see him in action, and we were all idiots together when we were like 14, 15 years old. So to see him as this he's bad to the
like
bone.
Boss man.
Yeah, he's great, and everybody, Nikki was with us, and a few of the guys on his crew were like really into Nikki, and some of them were into Nikki because of the Tom Brady roast, but everybody had such nice things to say to her, and so it was awesome, man.
Have you seen Fish before?
Oh my God, I've seen him like 8 times,
all right.
Maybe like 10 times.
So my cousin, he's a pro golfer. Right?
Really?
And now, okay, so there's like this whole thing because he plays like usually like the South American PGA. So like Canada PGA. The real deal is like here on the homeland PGA, right? But he gets paid.
He's a professional golfer who isn't a golf pro. Like a golf pro.
How does that work?
Well, golf pro
teaches
at a country club.
No,
and they're pretty good. But he's like on a tour.
Competing.
Oh yeah, he competes.
Okay,
he competes.
Cool.
Yeah. So, but he's not like he's not like your Tiger Woods. That's the only golf reference I have. We throw out another.
You know any other golfer?
Yeah, the Happy Gilmore. Tom Brady.
Haley, do you know any other golfer?
No, I don't even. I know Tiger
There's
Woods.
a guy, the Iced Tea and Lemonade, right? Arnold Palmer, is that like a golfer?
Yes.
Is
that's it.
Okay.
That's
Wait, is that really a golfer?
That is another golfer. Yeah, that's
Yes.
no longer with us.
Haley, no other golfer.
No, I don't. I barely know how golf works. Like I don't know what's going on.
Chris's face
You
right
can't
now.
name one other golfer in the world.
I cannot.
There's another
That's
guy
amazing.
with a
I'm
name.
I'm impressed.
There's a guy with a name.
Tim, how many golfers do you think you can name? Do you think you can name 5 golfers?
Yeah.
Do it.
Rory McIlroy.
Nice.
What is that?
Bryson DeChambeau.
Yep,
That
he's a
sounds
golfer.
made up.
Jack Nicklaus.
Oh, that's the guy.
All the other guys. Tommy
All
Fleetwood.
the other guys. What is
One
it?
more.
Fairway Jesus?
Brooks Koepka. That's 5.
Nice. That's 5.
Wow.
That's
Those sounded
really
fake.
impressive.
They all sounded made up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All real.
I bet I could name 40.
Oh, okay. We don't have
If
time.
I had more time, I could
Maybe
hit a
50.
much higher
I
number.
think you said a higher number, so we don't say prove it because there's not time for it.
There's no time
You
for
know?
that. It's only a 4-hour show.
Well,
so your
but
cousin's a pro golfer.
But he follows fish.
Oh, okay.
And he's completely sober, which I think is it's like a jumbo fish, right?
He's an oxymoron, yeah.
Yes, because fish, it's like a whole production, light production.
Yeah.
Kind of psychedelic, right?
They say the lighting guy is the 5th member of the band. I think it's Trey.
Aren't they called a light jockey?
Is that? No, I've never heard that. We call it an LD.
Oh, you're in the biz, so
Yeah,
you
I'm in the
know.
biz. Yeah, I know the
I thought it was
names.
a light jockey, which I think sounds way cool.
We
like
should
a
call
disc
every
jockey.
job should be whatever the job is,
Something
jockey.
Well, you have a DJ, a disc jockey, right?
Right.
The light jockey.
Light jockey. No, it
just
makes sense.
a ton of sense.
Guys who ride horses should just be jockeys.
Yeah,
Was it?
horsey jockeys.
Was it? Were they awesome? Was the show great? And tell me about the people. Was it? Did it feel? It would feel very like retro to me.
It was an emotional experience because Fish has been a part of my life since I was in high school because tons of my friends were really into Fish, like super, super into Fish. And so I was a little bit on the edges of that, and I would go to shows with them, and I like having experiences and stuff. So I would go with them, and they would be so happy. They would love it so much. And so, yeah, it was like an emotional thing to be back. I haven't seen them in probably 10 years, and they sound amazing, obviously. And then their lighting rig and all the stuff that our friend Trey does is just really cool. But yeah, I got to see a bunch of old friends.
And it's the same thing. People dancing,
Yes.
lots of Birkenstocks.
You
and
think
lots
they're
of
dancing like that?
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah,
you
you're
been
right.
to a Fish show?
But it's
No.
weird. When I was,
This is what they do.
When I was watching them, they were in their 40s, and I was
good
in my
move.
20s.
Oh, yeah.
And now they're in their 60s, and I'm in my 40s, and so everybody, everybody in the audience is older.
Yeah.
But Nikki, I've got to get her to send me some of the jokes, but she had 10 she had like 10 or 15 jokes where, so we went with some of Nikki's friends and she would be looking at her phone and be like, and act like she just got stats from the show. And she would be like, I'm trying to think of what one of them was. It was like, it's like, oh my God, we just found out this is the emptiest Frisbee golf courses have been in the St. Louis area in 2 years. So there's a bunch of those jokes that she would just pop up and say to her friends. So I'll get a collection of those and read them later.
And it was Chaffetz, right?
Chaffetz is amazing.
Have you been ever?
Yeah, I think I went to a basketball game a while ago, but have you been?
I have.
Have you?
I've never set foot in there.
It's cool. And when you're on SLU's campus, you don't realize you're in St.
Louis.
Smart. It's so nice. Yeah, you do. I feel dumb because all the kids are so smart. I'm just kidding. They're not. It's not like I was on Wash U's campus. But it's cool. It's great.
Yeah, the venue's awesome for concerts. It's really
perfect for concerts. It's a great size. 10,000 people, and then they cut off the back. And so Fish is playing 2 nights. They're playing tonight, too.
Oh, yeah, they're always like back to back. Yeah, are you going back?
I'm not going back. Man.
I'll be in bed by 6 tonight.
I did a bunch of LSD, so I'm going to have flashbacks.
That's what I was thinking.
So I'll just go back to the show in my mind, man.
Well, my cousin, he's been sober for like 20 years, right? And so I'm like, and you're okay going? There's a whole sober following.
Yeah.
Whole sober following. They make pins and like sell them in the parking lot. And my cousin's from Philly. And so like years ago, it was also at Chaffetz. So he stayed with me and he asked if I could bring him. And he's like, is there a liquor store we could stop by? And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Like,
he's going back
sober. I'm like, oh God, I don't know.
Oh,
I can't say, I love him so much, but should I have a conversation? Do I take him straight to rehab? Like, where do we go from here? And I was like, Eric, what's up, man? And he's like, oh, no, I get like a couple 30 packs. He's like, we sell beer in the parking lot for like $6 a beer.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, yeah, I will take you to the liquor store.
Yeah, let's get paid.
I was like, let's shake on it and make sure it's not for you. But heck yeah, let's
go to
do
Shakedown
this.
Street.
Yeah. Also a great line if you're an alcoholic and need someone to drive you to get some drinks.
Shoot.
Yeah, sorry.
I picked him up too, so I'm pretty confident.
He was
like
good,
he was
okay.
fine. Yeah, but he goes to like literally in between like playing pro golf and like traveling. When he's back, he'll hit up. So I mean, it's some insane amount. I don't know how many days are in a year. There's like 300 and something, right?
Something like that.
He goes to like 150 shows a year.
Oh my goodness!
But wherever he goes, he always goes back to back. So I mean that it's like a 2-for-1.
Yeah, is he from here?
Philly.
That's where
all my family's from. Yeah.
Nick, one of Nikki's jokes was, I'm going to butcher these. I should probably wait for her. But she would look at her phone and be like, oh my God, this just in, highest percentage of people wearing Chacos in one building.
She's not wrong. Whoever was sending her these facts, they're spot on.
Yeah, they knew exactly what they were talking about. So what did you guys do? Tim, what did you do last night?
Almost nothing. I mean, I just hung with the boys.
The almost part keeps me intrigued.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that a deep tease for something later?
I had a meeting out in St. Charles that was great. That more on that is coming later, but it was good.
Coming later in this show?
That's a good teaser.
We have 2 teasers.
No, not this show.
Later in your life.
Later in my life. All
of our lives,
yep.
I think.
I'm involved?
Well, no, but if it's not right now, it's later. It'll be later in all of our lives.
It was a new client that's going to be a part of the show that is really awesome, and so yeah, that was really good. And then, man, I had a whole bunch of people at my house for the flooding,
Moldapalooza,
the mold, and the good people from Energy Stars came over as well.
Oh, this is something we should tackle with Risley later.
Will you
in
say
the show.
my name the way I like you to say it?
Riz Dog?
No. Yeah.
Risley.
Yeah. Anytime I get a call, that's what it is. And I'm like, this just made my day. Riz Dog. When have you ever called me Riz Dog?
I end up putting dog in the end of things fairly often. Risley.
I love it.
So yeah, Risley she probably has a mold guy. We should probably do a whole segment where you give her all the information.
And I just hit
mold
you
talk.
vendor after vendor after vendor.
Yeah,
Boom.
you got a lot of people.
I got some good peeps.
Some good folks at my house, but one of them, his like big service truck broke down. So he was real embarrassed. And I was coming home from my meeting and I was like, oh man, I hope I catch the guy before he leaves. And Emma's like, no way, man, he's out of here. And he's like, thanks. He's going to send his stuff. He's out of here. And then I pull up and he's just out in front. I'm like, oh, hey, you didn't have to wait. And he goes, oh, my car won't start.
There you go, you did.
It took, I don't know how long, but finally, I guess they couldn't get it to start. So he had a massive tow truck in our like kind of little street. And so I had like, by the time the tow truck had gotten this huge service truck and gotten out of there, like 6 of my neighbors were just like on the street waiting to enter our neighborhood.
Oh, because it was like the perfectly wrong time.
Yeah, and just the angle.
Oh, they were so happy with you.
People couldn't get in. I was like, sorry guys, but my basement's a mess. And you knew. I started accusing all of them.
Yeah.
You all knew.
You all knew
about it.
No, it's fine. But so yeah,
did everybody that come in say that the last guy chop shop?
Hey, that was a chop shop. No, they were.
That's something that I would love to talk to Risley about too. Maybe when we do the whole mold break.
Did you bought it recently?
The house?
Yeah.
Yeah, we moved in January.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great, except for some
mold.
things.
Just like the indoor pool that you didn't know you had in the cellar
Haley
disclosure.
coming in with the mold burn.
There's a whole water feature.
Unintentional water feature.
2 dual waterfalls that come in from a window, and yeah, it's been a whole lot of fun. So yeah, a lot of basement stuff, and then the meeting, and then time with the boys. That was it for me.
Sounds like
I
a
like
great
that.
time. What about you guys, Risley? Anything interesting last night?
I went to the Cardinals game.
Oh,
Nice.
all right, because you got tickets, right?
I do.
You got them C's
I
ticks.
got them tickets.
You got
Yep.
them tickets.
But yeah.
Who'd you go with last night?
I went with a friend of mine, Nosy Rosie, by the way. Because I didn't invite you.
No, because last time you went with somebody that I was aware of.
Ooh, wow.
I
don't know. I'm looking at your brother. I'm like, what is he saying?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
It was just I didn't know her. I knew of her husband.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if you went with somebody
else that you might know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this person or not.
Okay, cool. Maybe we'll talk about it another time.
Maybe we'll never know.
But the best part of the game was Katie's Pizza.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know they have the new Katie's across the street from the stadium?
Yes.
And it's dope. Like the
Salt and Smoke
inside.
closed,
We're Salt and Smoke, guys.
I'm sorry. That's fine. You can be still.
Yeah. Okay, good.
We will be.
But they don't have the elderflower spritz.
You like the elderflower spritz.
Yeah.
Is that a pizza
So
or is that a
delightful.
drink?
No, it's a drink.
Now, did you
It's
have
a
to
drink.
take out a loan before going to Katie's Pizza? I know you've got guys.
No, but have you actually?
We know she
vendors
has.
for that.
We know she has a mansion on a lake
Oh, yeah.
that she always talks about. So of course she could afford Katie's Pizza.
Have you
But she
guys-
had to sell it.
Have you guys been inside the stadium? Have you guys actually been inside the stadium?
Yeah, we can also afford to go to games from time
You've
to
had
time.
a $14 Mick Ultra.
Oh yeah. We know.
So the $13 spritz seemed fine.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You know what I mean?
But then like the $18 well, that's
So there maybe it's
That's
reasonable.
like a
but
$45 squid ink pasta.
Well, and I'm
Yeah.
not really into that kind of thing.
Right.
Like, but they did have a sweet corn arancini that was. And for all the Italians out there, I'm sorry if I didn't say that correctly, but
You got to say it like this: arancini.
yeah, it's
heavy
way
Italian
too early for me to say it like
listenership.
that. So
Okay.
I'll just go sweet corn.
Arancini.
There you go.
Haley doesn't like it.
Yeah. Oh, Haley hates it when we get ethnic in here.
Oh no! Oh my God! Do not say that. What are you doing?
The Haley hates
No,
part or the second
Haley-
part of that?
But my point is, Haley hates ethnicities.
Oh my God! About to get me canceled.
I can
here.
see what's going on this radio show, and she does not hate ethnicities. By the way,
Yeah.
she's mortified right now.
Could you tell by your nose ring that she likes all peoples?
Wow, Haley, I am
My
so
God, I'm
so
going home.
sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
I came out to help, and I'm leaving.
I can relate
Why?
because this is what it's like. This is what it's like on my team, on my real estate team. Like I'm so thankful we don't have HR.
Oh, right.
Like it would
well,
be
this isn't an HR issue.
everyday occurrence. You know? By the
Haley hates.
It was a question. It wasn't a statement.
So our HR department is a poster of Biggie Smalls, the Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware of him.
And then like a manila envelope that you put your complaints in, and then we read them out loud at our team meetings on Thursday, and then we do nothing about them, but we do read them out loud.
Is that part of the radio segment? You guys got to do that.
Whoa, no. I
you
can't read.
do it.
I can't read. No.
I bet you do the worst ones.
No, come on.
My dad just texted, went to the game last night. 8-1 win.
It was 8-1.
Awesome.
No.
Wow.
Ask your dad right now what the best part of the game was. Okay, this is weird because we're not talking to him. He's just texting. Okay, best part. We traded. We got Tommy Pham back, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Standing ovation, obviously. He's.
I didn't realize he played last night. That's great.
They brought him in as a pinch hitter.
Oh, that's so cool.
Bases loaded.
And people went nuts.
Bases loaded. Grand slam.
What?
You're kidding me.
I am not kidding you. It was
Did you
insane.
stay for it?
Yeah.
You were there?
I stayed the whole game. Yes.
Oh,
come on.
Wow.
Man, that's awesome.
I got goosebumps.
It was.
I love Tommy
it
Pham.
was insane. And here's my favorite thing to do: when the bases aren't loaded, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm a female, I guess it turns out like I don't know sports, right? So sometimes I play into that because I've had these seats for a long time, and so like I love when like one person's on base.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go, guys! I'm like, grand slam, baby, here we go! And then people are like nudging each other, like, what an idiot, you know? But I know what's up.
She sounds like a Cubs fan.
Yeah, I know what's up. I like sports ball. And so Tommy Pham's, and I'm like, this is it. I'm like, we're doing this. I felt it in my soul. He didn't point like Babe Ruth or anything, but
No, but
he
you knew.
smashed it.
Oh, that's so cool.
He did the curtain call. I mean, it was just, what a welcome back.
Oh, man,
Wow.
that's amazing.
I can't believe I didn't know that until right now, but I'm
Because you
glad.
guys wake up so early, you were probably already in bed when that happened. That was
that's
probably around like the
incredible.
9 o'clock hour.
Dad texted to your question, and he wrote, Tommy Pham.
Yeah.
So
Did he
he's
do that
a
with
bit-
his hands in the text?
Well, when there's exclamation points, that's
That's
what
how
I
you
always
assume.
do to mock those people.
Yeah.
We're running out of time already, but great show. Lauren Risley is here. Haley is here. There's rumors that Greg Warren is going to show up as well. And you got the Convey brothers, so do not go anywhere. It is Wednesday. We'll do some Wheel of Questions. We'll do a question of the day. Your Hollywood Outsiders, we got to figure out who's going to do that, but that'll be fun.
What's Haley's Instagram real quick?
Uh-oh, what are you
Oh
doing
my
to her?
God, it's Haley Talks.
Oh, okay, cool. Haley
H-A-Y-L-E-Y.
Talks.
Hayley Haley Talks. She's the crime dog. She's here all
Crime
day.
dog.
Wait, whoa. You like murder?
Hey, well, we're gonna say yes, she does.
Oh, I
Absolutely
love
loves
murder.
it, and you can bet who. We'll get to all that in a little bit. We got great tickets to give away, including Pink. We have third row tickets to Pink. It's a 5-4-3-2-1 week, which means third row tickets today to Pink. We have passes to go see Deadpool.
Nope, no, we don't. I lied earlier.
Oh, and that
It's Creed.
Wait.
movie. Oh, yeah, Creed is coming to St.
I was
Louis.
thinking the band.
It is.
Oh,
The
okay.
band.
Then also I thought the movie. Okay, back on track.
Band is
Back on
coming
track.
to St. Louis. We have tickets for Creed, and then I always forgot what's the last one.
What did you already say?
I
Pink?
said Pink. I
Okay.
said Creed.
Harry Potter, Cardinals.
Harry Potter, Cardinals theme night, Harry Potter. You get tickets to the Cardinals game and you get the Harry Potter item as well. All that and so much more coming on the show today. If we can do anything for you at all, Cheney Window and Door text line 314-669-4665.
You can count on Cantor. Hi, I'm Mark Cantor of Cantor Injury Law. Cantor Injury Law is local, and that's much different than the other lawyers you see advertising. You can count on Cantor to know you and your injury. Count on Cantor to know the law and how to maximize the money you win in your case. You can count on Cantor because we've been winning cases like yours for 30 years. Visit CantorInjuryLaw.com or call us at 314-628-9999.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Oh, hey, this is Tom from Salt and Smoke. I like this podcast because it's made by real people who bring their own take on what's doing. Makes my day a little nicer to hear them talk. That's kind of what we try to do at Salt and Smoke. Real food from scratch, made the way we think is best to make your day have a little more flavor. Find your bestie at saltandsmokebbq.com. Oh, and Chris isn't that funny.
Rakuten is the smartest way to save money when you shop because you earn cash back at over 3,500 stores. Fashion, beauty, electronics, home essentials, travel, dining, concert tickets, and more. Your favorite stores like Lowe's, Levi's, and Nike pay Rakuten to send them shoppers. And Rakuten then passes on a part of that payment to its members as cash back. You're already shopping at your favorite stores. Why not save while you're doing it? It's a no-brainer. Membership is free and easy to sign up. Get the Rakuten app now and join the 17 million members who are already saving. Cashback rates change daily. See Rakuten.com for details. That's Rakuten. Your cash back really adds up.
1065 The Arch.
Hollywood Outsider is brought to you, two sponsors today. Hollywood Outsider is brought to you by the Crime Dog's Instagram.
Haley Talks.
Haley Talks, and the Lauren Risley radio program that is called, Call the Closer.
Nice. Nice.
On the radio and on the podcasts, wherever you get those podcasts. All right, Hollywood Outsider this morning. It's going to be a little bit of a freestyle because I didn't read anything. First story. Scrolling. Oh, Simone Biles.
Oh, love her.
Great story.
Did you watch any Olympics?
I watched the clips of it. I don't watch it live, though.
So Glaze and I started watching the Simone Biles documentary.
Oh, yeah, I watched that.
You did watch it? So I think we only a few episodes in, but it basically outlines what happened to her in Tokyo and kind of the fallout and all the people criticizing her, but then like a bit of the beginnings of a triumphant return. And then she's won all the world championships again and all that stuff. But yesterday it was their first time back in the Olympics since Tokyo when she couldn't compete in the team competitions or the individual competitions, I think. And she came back and they won. They just murdered everybody and won gold. And it was like triumphant and beautiful.
They won by 6 points.
Which is insane, right?
Insane. It's nuts.
And it's because Simone Biles is by far the best gymnast in the world. And then the rest of the team is pretty stacked.
Yeah. And Simone Biles was doing things with a difficulty level so high that she could have pretty much screwed up the whole routine and still have gotten a medal.
Right.
Because it was just above everyone else competing.
Watching her, like the power.
You not knowing anything about gymnastics, you can watch her and be like, oh, she's better than everybody else, which is crazy because it's a difficult thing. Certainly they won because they're so much better. Haley was saying off air about how, yes, they won because they're great, but went on and on about how bad the other countries are. Did you want to speak to that?
Is this part of the ethnics thing?
Yeah. She even talked about how like she doesn't like the way their languages sound.
Yeah, I'm a demon, apparently.
Wow.
I'm a horrible, horrible person.
I would have actually never picked up on that.
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
Yeah, it's like
I put on a really good persona, but I'm just awful, actually.
But it was the whole team is so likable, and man, they got chips on their shoulders from 4 years ago, and it's pretty cool to see. And it's like, you know, I obviously am not the biggest Olympics fan. You guys know that. But it is cool. Like, forever, we're going to know who these girls are and remember that team. Certainly Simone Biles, but I think the crew together is cool. Now we move on to the individual stuff. And that leg, Simone's leg seems to be fine, too.
She is made out of titanium.
Yeah.
I swear. I mean, on her floor routine, she reached a height of 12 feet. She's 4'8".
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's nuts.
Is that real, or do you just make that up?
That seems
that's
high.
real.
That seems really high.
12 feet.
She got higher than most of the people at the fish show last night.
I was like,
She got higher than most people at the Red Hot Chili Pepper show.
Say that again?
The Red Hot Chili Pepper show, too.
Oh, did you
She
go?
got higher than I did.
Oh, you went to Red Hot Chili Peppers last night?
Yeah.
Where?
It was fun. It was at the amphitheater.
Oh, man.
Riverport?
Oh, was it pretty hot out there?
Oh, my God. It was awful.
I bet it was horrible.
It was humid. It was sticky. It was bad.
I honestly think our friend Trey that kind of runs the show for Fish, I think they were like, let's go to St. Louis, and he was like, let's go to an indoor venue.
Yeah.
He's like,
outdoor.
I'm not messing
Smart.
around with this at all. So how does everybody feel? Is everybody pretty rah-rah about America with the Olympics? How does I am. I'm like
I think we have
dying
to be, right?
for America to win golds.
You have to be, right?
Well, you should. I mean, I think
Not
you are,
have
but
to be.
does
I know
anybody
it's like
care?
you don't get arrested or anything, but I think that's like, I don't think you go around and be like, let's go China. Like, I think you have to vote.
Them in particular.
I think it's pronounced China.
China.
Let's see what else we got here while I'm scrolling through stories.
I watched some 3-on-3 basketball yesterday.
Oh, yeah,
Is that
the women lost,
that's a
didn't
sport?
they?
Enjoyed.
I know basketball
women
is for
did
sure,
not
but-
win. Yeah, there's men's and women, and I think it's new this year. I'm not sure.
3-on-3, is it like just playing horse?
No, it's more like street ball. So it's half court, and all you have to do is take it back outside the 3-point line, which I think for them is a 2-point line. And then they just check the ball with each other. It's pretty cool.
So it's like baseball. They just change all the rules.
Wait, what do you mean like baseball?
They've changed all the rules. Never mind. I digress.
Oh, you went to the game last night and were...
No. Just
you
in
were
general,
out of there
the
in
last
2 hours
2
and
years.
15 minutes.
Yeah, I know that part's nice.
You saw
but they've
some
just
stolen
changed so
bases.
many rules
Right.
in baseball that it's just silliness.
Yeah, they've changed some rules.
It's just silliness.
Yeah, they've changed some rules. Did we talk about Matt Damon and Jesse Plemons looking alike yesterday? I feel like we did.
We did.
There was a tweet by one of the writers of Abbott Elementary, and it says they're quote-unquote shading the bear. She wrote, proud of Abbott Elementary for all the Emmy nominations this year, especially Outstanding Comedy Series, as we are definitely a program where a majority of the running time of at least 6 episodes are primarily comedic, as defined by the TV Academy. I couldn't support this tweet anymore.
I know.
Is the bear nominated for comedy?
It's absolute horse nonsense.
That's nuts.
It's disgusting.
And has been in the past, too. And obviously, it is a fantastic show.
Yeah, it's a great show. But
they put it in that category, but because people, it's such awards bait. I mean, it's a great show, but it feels like, it's this prestigious thing. Whereas,
what about it? Is
you can be edgy and not funny.
Well, it is actually not funny most of the time, but they have miniature comedic moments within this dramatic, tense thing. And Abbott Elementary.
That's a sitcom.
Is joke.
Insanely dense with jokes, and it's broad. It's and so when people are voting, they're like, I like the bear. Not the bear is funnier than Abbott Elementary.
And the bear is this artistic masterpiece, understandably, so people think it's more, award worthy, which is silly. So yeah, I think that's completely fair of that person.
It makes me sick to my stomach. It's unfair. Patrick Warburton says, Tim, what's your Patrick Warburton impression? Do you do a putty impression?
No.
Okay, cool.
Never tried one ever.
Patrick Warburton says Ellen DeGeneres confronted him after he turned down a guest role on her sitcom. He said, you don't expect the star of the show to walk up to you and call you out on your stuff, and that's all it was. So apparently Ellen was upset with him.
Was she rude, or was she just like, hey, buddy, why aren't you doing my show?
It doesn't say here because I didn't read it.
I wonder why he turned it down, too.
Tough to say.
A lot of cliffhangers for the next Hollywood Outsider.
Olivia Rodrigo and Mariah Carey met for the first time at one of her tour stops.
Oh, how'd that go?
I don't know. It looks like it's pretty good. They just got a nice little picture together.
Wouldn't you have thought that they've met?
No, they haven't met yet.
But isn't it weird that that's worth like a whole headline? Hey, these two people met.
Hey, it's worth it on this Hollywood Outsider.
Oh, because I'm dogging you in this one.
James Gunn wraps Superman filming. He says it's been an honor. Isn't it crazy that the movie is shot and done, and who knows, it could be terrible, it could be amazing. Haley, do you care about the Superman stuff? No. James Gunn?
No, I'm not a DC person,
but
I like Marvel.
You like the Marvel stuff? Yeah. What about you, Risley? Whatever. Would you see Superman? This is like a crucial moment in like cinematic history. These Superman movies are supposed to be awesome, and they're important, and if they're good, it could be the biggest movie in the world.
Correct. Well, absolutely. You would think that it would be. And James Gunn is taking over all of the DC universe. He is charged with making DC what Marvel has been for the last, 15 years. And this is his first swipe at it. And he's taken this one himself. So he's like, hey, I'm in charge of DC now. But by the way, I'm doing this first movie myself. It's Superman. If this thing works, then, they get a decade of movies out of it. If it doesn't, who knows? And it's not a slam dunk. I love James Gunn. We love Guardians in the Galaxy. But, I don't know.
I'm so nervous about it.
My favorite thing in the world.
Here's that. I love popcorn.
So you'll go?
Yeah, for the pop. Yeah.
Oh, you gonna go?
I'm gonna go.
I'm rooting for that St. Louis guy. I think we're out of time because Haley's looking at the clock.
Oh,
at least somebody
is. I'm getting nervous.
Keeping us honest, Haley. Cool. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Haley. Haley Talks at Instagram.com. That was your Hollywood Outsider.
Best things we saw. It's the best stuff that we saw typically on the internet in the last 24 hours. If you're just tuning in, Courtney and Brando off today. Off for, I think, about 3 weeks.
Together.
I understand. No, just today they're off. And but they should be back tomorrow. You got the Comedy Brothers. You got Haley, the crime dog on the ones and twos, and Lauren Risley joining us. Greg Warren hopefully coming soon. From what we understand, he's on his way. Best thing you saw? Who wants to go first?
I can go first. This is a tweet from somebody named Reb Maisel. She said, this meeting could have been a fist fight.
That's a good one.
JB for real says, giant bag of candy. I'm resealable. Me, that won't be necessary. Gotta eat your own candy. Eat all the candy. Yo, sorry, can't hang tonight. I gotta wake up tomorrow morning.
That was me last night.
Oh,
Except I still hung last night.
But you hung.
Yeah, you did.
You didn't care.
But I looked at my calendar strategically for a nap time today.
Yeah.
And you're already scheduled, right?
I got it in the calendar. Yep.
You've got to mark, like, nothing's going to mess with that.
No.
Time.
I got my do not disturb on.
Do you nap with Gus?
Oh, yeah. That's my dog, by the way. But yes. Not just some rando.
It's a neighbor.
No, he loves napping. He can like wake up and nap 30 minutes later.
Oh, yeah, I respect that.
Ooh, I wonder how he'll feel today, though, because he didn't even get out of bed when I got out of bed.
He didn't do anything.
He was
just like, sorry.
He was like,
no.
Get out.
Yeah, you're out of here.
Yep.
And then I saw this sign that says no. You know how people are just, there's like, I was at my house for about 2 hours the other day. I hadn't been there in months. And within that 2 hours, 3 people knocked on my door. 3 people. There was
Bible salesman.
It was something. There, an AT&T guy, a security guy, being like, "I'm doing, security for your neighbors on the street." And you're like, "I don't think you really are.
Get out of here.
I don't think that's a real thing."
No, it was like the Home Alone. Home Alone.
Oh yeah,
right? They were. Come on. Are you serious?
They were saying, "Hey, we're going around the neighborhood because we know people. We're just making sure everything's safe."
Are you serious right now?
They were
the Home Alone
casing
reference?
What is that?
It's a Christmas movie. Macaulay Culkin was in it. Joe Pesci.
Is he messing?
Yes.
Okay.
So there was a sign that somebody posted that said, "No soliciting. Our yard is fine. We do not have bugs. Our security system is solid. We know Jesus. Our vote has been decided. Exception: if you have Thin Mints, then you're more than welcome."
That's great.
The other day, someone kept knocking on the door, and the doorbell was like dong dong. And I was on a work call, and I ripped the door open, like muted the phone, and it was Jesus people, and I was like, and I was dead serious. I was like, I already love Jesus. Quit ringing my doorbell. Like
I'm about to start hating him.
And then they were probably like praying for me and stuff, but I'm dead serious. I do love Jesus. I just need you to not ring my doorbell over and over. I'm on a work call.
People need to stop knocking on your door if you don't know them. Don't do it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Options though: mulch and firewood.
Wait,
you like
if
the mulch
people
and
knock on your door to give you mulch?
Yeah.
Well, to sell it to you.
Oh, what? Door-to-door mulch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe it's not a city thing.
Yeah, welcome to the county.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice out there.
You guys are
They're
fancy.
allowed. And firewood
guy.
too.
I get a meat guy coming to my house.
You do?
Yeah, there's a guy who
don't
comes
do
to
that.
our house and is like, "Would you like some meat?" I'm like, "No, we're good."
Where
actually.
do you live?
I live in Hillsboro, so I guess it could just be a scam.
Did
it could
they-
be some
is it
sort of redneck.
He's a guy who just went hunting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it could be someone who just got
there's
something off the road.
They hit a deer.
venison.
It's in the back of the truck.
I can do one more. Sam Jeske says, Spotify should send you a halftime report. Tell me in July what my Wrapped is looking like and how much work I have left to do to turn things around. I love that idea.
That's really good. Haley?
I have this tweet from someone called Magnets. Aha, I see once again that my eyes are itchy. I know exactly what will resolve this. Giving them a good old rub. Ho ho, it didn't work. This time, better give it a good old try for good measure. For surely the last effort was insufficient. Surely once more will be the ticket. I appear to have moved a small crystal from my eyelashes into my eye proper. This has made things much worse. I will continue.
Yeah, the rubbing the eyes doesn't work.
It does not work.
It never does.
And then I saw this. Wow, if you look closely, you can see that the Olympics is actually set in the same cinematic universe as Ratatouille. I really like that.
It's in Paris.
Yeah, that's good. Risley, what do you got?
Mine was actually sent to me personally. It wasn't a tweet or anything I saw on social media.
Something that,
this is
from
like
a friend.
really personal. Yeah.
Friend brag.
She said, you're a testament to what someone can achieve without needing a lot of talent.
That's a burn.
Is that still a friend brag?
That's a Riz burn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got you.
It made me laugh,
Is it a
though.
coworker or a friend?
No, a friend.
Both?
I love it. No,
Okay.
just a friend.
I like
but
it.
my coworkers would send that to me.
Yeah, good.
I got a few things. We talked about Tommy Pham back on the
Sure
Cardinals.
did.
And my buddy who's a White Sox fan sent this to me. It's a picture of Pham on the White Sox and then Pham on the Cardinals. It's just kind of the headshot. And it says, what leaving the White Sox does to a guy. And in the White Sox picture, he's just, he looks like he hasn't slept in 6 days. In the Cardinals picture, he's got a big old smile and he's really, really happy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
he
like
should
that.
have been, man.
That's heroic stuff.
It's-
That's legendary stuff.
He could retire today.
Yeah,
and
that
he's like,
game to go.
hey, I know I just got
Man.
back yesterday, but today's my last day.
I wish I saw that. And then this is funny. Did you guys see the Brazilian gymnast who, I believe in warm-ups, it fell off the uneven bars like hard?
Is this a dude?
Yeah.
Her whole, from the women's team. Her whole body kind of, they're gymnasts, so they're flexible, but
Quit talking about women's bodies. That's not appropriate.
her whole body kind of buckled, and then I guess her knee hit her in the face, and she had a
busted her
huge
eye.
cut, and then she still went and competed.
Good for her.
And did great. So it says, and then there's a picture of her with the black eye, and then also a Brazilian soccer player who's down on the ground flopping. Says soccer players when there's a gust of wind versus gymnasts after they smash their face into the bar.
So true.
That's really good. All those gymnasts, they're like, yeah, I've got basically a broken ankle. I'm still competing.
Yeah.
They don't care.
And soccer, man, if you're new to soccer,
It's embarrassing.
you cannot believe all the faking these guys are doing.
I think that's why Americans aren't into it. It's
Americans
embarrassing.
aren't into it. Have you been to a city game? Oh,
Yeah,
you
I mean,
have. Yeah.
for the most part, I would say Americans aren't that into soccer.
Relative to
to
parts,
yeah.
the
they're
parts
not
that
jumping
Haley
on the
doesn't care
field and-
care for. Yeah.
The other countries.
And then finally, Cosmic Cowgirl said, everybody shut up. The plane they use to fly the horses from all over the world to the Olympics for the equestrian events is called Air Horse One.
Yes, that's great.
Yes.
Is that true?
It
I don't
better
know,
be.
but I think it might be.
If
It
it's
better
not
be.
true, it is now.
Yeah.
It should be, but they also... Let's stop this equestrian in the Olympics. That's all I'm saying.
Lots of great stuff coming up. You can text us anytime. Cheney window and door text line 314-669-4665. Those are the best things we saw.
Food Court.
1065 The Arch.
Food Court brought to you by Schnucks Rewards. Get the app that gets you. You can save 2% on all your purchases with the Schnucks
That's not nothing.
Rewards app. Tim Convey here in for Courtney Landrum. Courtney and Brando taking the day, but don't worry. You got the Convey brothers, you got Haley the Crime Dog, and you got Lauren Risley. Greg Warren joining us in just a little bit. It is time, my friends, for some Food Court. The average American eats how many snacks per day, you think?
So we're looking for a number of...
In addition to meals, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
I think 4 is a great number, Haley.
That's an average. I'm gonna go 5.
Price is right.
Yeah. So are you gonna go one snack, Haley?
Going 4.
Price is right rules. But
4.
you're going 4 as well.
I'm going 4.
It's 3.
We all lost.
Everybody loses. You should have gone with one snack, Hales.
Huge.
To be fair, I don't know what that means.
But also,
Price is right
like,
rules or snacks?
the snack thing, it really throws me off because I saw a commercial for Jack in a Box, and the snack box was like a burger, a chicken sandwich, a large fry, and like something else, and a drink.
That's a whole meal.
I was like, that's a snack?
Yeah, that's
I'm
those
doing
are
this
meals.
wrong.
Yeah, that sounds really, really good. A whole new report on snacking found the average person skips how many meals a week, you think? I don't know how you guess that. It's also 3. Average person eats 3 snacks a day, with chips and fruit being the most popular choices for snacks. Crackers went next, followed by cookies and ice cream. Those are desserts. And a bowl of ice cream, do you call that a snack?
I mean, I think dessert has to immediately follow your meal.
Otherwise, it's a snack.
Otherwise,
no
it's
matter
a
how
snack.
decadent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's only a dessert if it's right after a meal.
Yep, that makes sense. I'll buy that. Only 25% of people say they're very aware of the daily nutritional value of protein their snacks offer.
Must be nice.
You guys thinking about protein? I got to because I'm not eating meat. So I got to kind of take a look.
Yeah. So I do work out. And I was recently told
Gym
that
brag.
I know. I was recently told I don't have to eat as healthy and I don't have to work out as much if I increase my protein.
Really?
So now I'm so aware of it. And I hit that protein.
And where are
hard.
you getting a lot of protein?
Shakes.
Greg Warren is
I know,
entered
and
the
we're
building.
loving each other. We're just making eyes and stuff at each other.
You guys
Lauren, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? But like protein shakes and
Yeah.
like now they have like some lemonades and stuff that
Bars?
are
Did you
protein.
do the protein bars
I
and all?
don't. They taste like I was gonna say
You
something
got to find
worse,
the right
but
ones.
chalk. Yeah.
We'll talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll find you some good ones.
Greg Warren.
They're bracing. It's fantastic. The average person can only remember 57% of everything that they ate over the last 3 days. There's no way I can remember 57% of what I ate over the last 3 days.
No, I barely know what I ate yesterday. So
Next story. Nikki posted this. Eating vegan for 2 months could knock years off your biological age.
Really?
Yep. A new study found that eating vegan for just 2 months could turn back the clock when it comes to your biological age. That's how old the cells in your body look, regardless of what your actual age is. So that's not like, you start to look a lot younger. This is when they scientifically take a look at your cells and they go, this person looks like they're 35, even though they're 45. So you might be 40, but your biological age could be 36 or 48, depending on how healthy you are. Research had identical twins follow 2 different diets, right? There's a big documentary.
Yeah, there is a documentary on it.
Twins. But did you watch that documentary?
No, no.
I found it to be fairly anticlimactic. Like, it was just kind of like, yeah.
I found it to be anti-Semitic.
Really?
Yeah,
and Haley loved it. So.
This has to stop.
I don't like documentaries about food because I don't want it to turn me away from the things that I love.
And it does. So many people
I just don't do it.
So many people that stop eating meat, they're like, oh, I saw a documentary.
I'm not doing it.
I did. I think I was vegan for a while.
You think you were?
You think you were? How long?
Maybe a year.
6 hours?
A year? Maybe.
I don't know. I went through a bunch of stomach stuff like 10 years ago, and I tried a bunch of stuff. I can't remember whether it was, I might have had fish in there.
Pescatarian.
Yeah.
I did pescatarian for about 8 months. It was the healthiest I've ever been, to be honest.
Really?
The vegan, like that I can't get around.
I didn't feel good on the vegan, man.
Vegetarian, sure, pescatarian, but the vegan, that's like the whole like cashew cheese on your pizza and stuff, and it's just like that's going to be a no for me.
If you do that,
Don't mess with my pizza.
Trust me, it's not that healthy. Tim eats like 7 those whatever.
Oreos are vegan.
Yeah, the Burger King Whopper, the whatever.
Oh, the Impossible.
Impossible Whoppers.
Yeah,
they're real
Tim,
good.
he eats a lot of those things.
You can be a junk food vegan. That's the problem.
The
People
Impossible
think,
brats are really good.
Oh, they're phenomenal.
They're so good.
Yeah,
I tricked my whole family with them.
Brats lend themselves to being great vegan options. Chorizo's also great.
Ooh,
man, I went to some barbecue place recently, and I got the sausage, and I'm pretty sure it was bratwurst.
You look upset.
You can't be doing that at a barbecue place, can you?
You think they slipped in a brat?
I think it was just like bratwurst. You can't be doing that, can you?
Did you ask it? No, you cannot do that. Did you ask anybody?
Nah, I think it was one of those situations I didn't feel comfortable asking.
Yeah, because they'd be like,
barbecue.
what kind of American are you? You don't know the difference between a brat and
Don't question
sausage.
my meat, son.
Yeah, they do get real. The barbecue places get a little upset about that stuff.
Yeah, they get real testy about their meat.
I was telling Tim, I can't remember what I told you guys. There's not my new thing that I don't like about barbecue places is they're a little too smug or proud when they run out of something. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Like, we're out.
You want ribs at 1:30. You gonna come up in here asking for ribs or what? Son, we run out about 11 o'clock. They line up for them ribs. They line up for them ribs. You can't come in, hey man, how about you just make more ribs?
Yeah, make more of the ribs.
Yeah, you're going to have more tomorrow.
Your little sign up there says you've been in business since 1974. I would think during that span, you've gotten a better handle on the demand for your product.
Yes, absolutely. Be like, are you only smoking this meat 20 hours a day?
Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't mind. I don't mind that you run out, but it feels like you're trying to.
Oh, they're proud of it. It's donut shops and barbecue places. When they post their hours, a lot of times it'll be like 9 a.m.
Till we
run out.
Yeah, you idiots.
Good luck.
How about 9 to 4?
Yeah.
How about that?
Or run out around 3 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, how are you out of what I came to eat for lunch?
Exactly. If you only been in business for about 2 years, it's like, hey man, there's these fluctuations we just can't get.
Right.
But you guys shouldn't be running out at noon every day.
No way. It's not like we're like, hey, we're out of Brando's Randos.
No,
at any point of the day.
Every time you guys have
we
them.
have Brando's Randos stocks.
In fact, on the 907 or something.
Yeah. You know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or Walgreens, you don't go there. Diabetes medicine? You're going to show up. You're going to show up at 10:30 looking for diabetes medicine.
Well, they actually do with
To be
Ozempic.
fair, that's true. They do run out.
Let's be honest.
You're right, man.
There is a shortage.
Yeah.
Which
Are
also
you shooting
affects
holes
how
in
many.
Are you shooting holes in my premise, Chris?
No, for barbecue, it's true. I mean, it's really true.
Yeah. But you're right. They are running out of Ozempic, aren't they?
Yeah.
What were you saying, Haley?
Oh, they be running out of all of diabetes medication.
Really?
Do they
Yeah,
really?
it's bad.
Are you diabetic, Haley?
I'm not, but my father
Then what
is.
do you know? I mean, what?
Her dad is.
Yeah. But yeah,
He's diabetic and he loves the nanny. Right? Your dad loves it, right?
Oh yeah, he loves
I thought
it.
she
Can't
loved
get
the
enough.
nanny.
Oh, he hates it.
Yeah,
That's
he
what
hates
it is.
it.
Oh.
He despises the nanny.
Oh, yeah. But you like.
She
like loves
it. I
it.
love the nanny.
Yeah, I like it.
It is still not my favorite show.
your
But it's not, I'm sorry.
I don't have a nanny anymore.
I know it was about an hour ago, but I apologize. It's not Haley's favorite show.
This whole time?
No, it's not her favorite show.
I've been silently judging her this whole time.
They've been lying about my character. It's
never
slander.
imagine
What
these
is your
boys would
favorite
lie.
show?
Yeah, what's your favorite show?
Right now, it's Bee and Puppy Cat on Netflix.
What?
What is that?
It's a little cartoon.
Spell it.
Bee, like bzz, bee, and Puppy Cat.
What's it about?
Bees,
It's
puppies,
a
and
sequel
cats.
to Dog and Butterfly by Hart.
It started as a web series and it got picked up by Netflix. And this cartoon, it's very whimsy and weird. And it's just about this girl named Bee who finds a puppy or a cat. We don't really know.
We
It
don't
looks
know.
like both. And they just do weird little space adventures
Like
and stuff.
Pat.
Well, that's
Pat
Food
the
Court,
cat.
brought to you by
Yeah.
Schnucks. Greg is here. Lauren Risley's here. The crime dog is here. Lots more coming up on The Courtney Show.
Hi, I'm Mark Cantor. My law firm is Cantor Injury Law. Honor, integrity, loyalty, faith, and family are the principles and the foundation of Cantor Injury Law, and why we get justice for the injured and can win you the big bucks. If you have been in a car accident, truck accident, boating, or ATV crash, or even had a dog bite, please call Cantor Injury Law, 314-628-9999. There is no fee unless you win. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisement.
Show.
I see dead people.
Hello, Newman.
Where's the beach? What you talking about,
Throwback Live.
The callers are lined up for Throwback Live at stake. Tickets to the Cardinals game, not just any Cardinals game. It is Harry Potter night. It is Thursday, August 8th. Tickets are available now, cardinals.com/theme. And the callers are all lined up. Courtney will be playing for Jennifer from Warrenton. Brando will be playing for Justin from Richmond Heights. And I will be playing for Pam from Belleville. Throwback Live is brought to you by the Madison County Firemen's Bingo Hall with a chance to win $25,000 in their Crazy 8 raffle. Hey, Afton is here.
Hey.
Like
she waits for her introduction.
Well, I just don't know if you guys
He's
have
professional.
something that, it's not my show.
Yeah.
I'm just here.
It is your show.
This segment is really yours. It is.
The Afton
You
break,
own it.
everybody calls it.
just this little tiny portion. But really, it's all about you guys. Let's play Throwback Live. So Marty's got throwback clips for you. You're going to ring in on behalf of your listeners with these sounds. Courtney, Brando, and Tim. Question. Sorry, I just choked
Take your
on
time.
my own
sorry.
spit. So that's pretty graceful move on my end.
Bob Barker did it all the time. And he said it after
Yes.
he did
Part
it.
of the job.
Choked on
I
my
couldn't
own
just
spit.
let it go.
I just choked on my own spit.
Wink Martindale used to do it every Tuesday.
I just decided to lean into it, just be honest.
Come on. Down.
We can cut all this out, right? Yeah. No. Okay.
This is live.
Of course, right. Question 1. Name the company featured in this ad.
Being in good hands
Courtney.
Allstate.
Allstate is
the only
correct.
place to be.
Oh, so touching. Question 2. Name this 80s movie.
Good morning, my
Tim.
You know it.
Yeah, I got there. Got there.
You're there. Walk on up.
You haven't gotten there.
Coming to America?
Yeah, that's right. You got there.
Were you guys all thinking Vietnam?
No.
I was.
Yeah.
I figured it out.
Took a minute. Question 3. Name this backwards song title or artist. Courtney.
Mighty Mighty Boss Stones.
That is correct. 2 points, Courtney. 1 point, Tim. Question 4. What product is Ray Charles selling in this TV commercial?
You know?
Tim.
Diet Pepsi.
That's correct.
You know when you feel it, baby.
Good job, Tim.
Thank you.
Good memory.
You hold it, you hear it, you taste it, it's right.
I think last time none of us got the point.
No,
Yeah, it was all.
I had
We
anxiety
all-
as
Four deep.
soon as I heard that. I'm like, well, I don't even want to answer.
I think we went Coke, Diet Coke, Pepsi.
Yes.
Yep.
And never found it.
Yep. I'm glad we learned from that.
Yeah.
Somebody did. I wasn't exactly sure.
I wasn't sure
honestly.
either.
All right, we have a tie between Courtney and Tim. Here's your tiebreaker. Question 5. What band is being introduced on MTV in this clip?
This is a really big moment.
Tim?
Kiss?
It is Kiss.
After 10 years together, exclusively here on MTV this evening, we're going to see without their makeup for the very first time.
JJ. Yeah,
JJ.
that's iconic.
JJ Jackson.
Well, that's
Triple
a Tim
J.
Convey win.
And a Tim Convey win is a win for Pam from Belleville. Pam, you're going to see the Cardinals on Harry Potter night. Congratulations.
Great! Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh, good. I'm excited too. Great work in there. That's it. Throwback Live will play it again tomorrow on The Courtney Show.
The Courtney Show.
We're back, The Courtney Show. We're going to do traffic in a little bit, but not just yet. If you've tuned in early, you know that Courtney and Brando are off today. We are joined by Haley the Crime Dog, Lauren Risley, and Greg Warren just got here not too long ago. We teased it early. Lauren was going to share the most embarrassing thing that you've done in your career.
You said was. Like I was going to, but I'm not now, which
Wait,
feels
what?
good.
How did that happen?
Well, no, because he said Lauren was going to. So I feel like now I don't have to.
No, earlier we said
I know
that you were
what
going-
you're saying.
Yeah.
It's just time is
Lot
what you're
of
saying.
tricks. It's tell the good people of St. Louis what you do, by the way.
I do real estate.
Yeah, you do.
I have a real, yeah, you do. Lauren Risley Realty. I have a real estate team here in St. Louis. And a real estate podcast that tells people some educational and some entertaining things about real estate.
Call the Closer.
Call
it's
the Closer.
And
yeah.
people can find that.
They sure can.
And you had a TV show on HGTV called Call the Closer.
Which you never watched, you said.
No.
I know.
And I never will.
Perfect.
So you do the what is the radio show like?
So
Or the podcast radio show.
Yeah, so KTRS, it's talk radio, the Big 550. They're a real estate expert, and so they've asked us. So Sundays at 1 o'clock on KTRS, or you can download Apple Podcasts, Spotify. But it's real estate stuff. Something like we talked about squatters' rights, which people have heard of it, right? And the crazy thing is, it started in the 1800s by the government.
Oh yeah.
And
do you ever talk about bench press rights?
Yeah, who is allowed to? No,
It got Tim eventually.
See, Tim, it's
None.
what he's doing, Lauren, is squatter. It's also weightlifting exercise.
I thought you would actually like that one.
I love it.
Okay,
I
good.
love it. No,
Wait.
I was
Tell
kind
your
of there
face.
right around the same time, and you said it better.
I dabble in the weightlifting. Is it called? It's called squatters' rights. Is what you're doing for your quads?
No. Well, what? Yeah, because tell us what is squatters' rights, because it is
My
something.
squatters right, and then my squatters left.
Yeah, my squatters left and my squatters right. Yeah. So squatters rights. It's basically in Missouri. The law nationally is if you occupy a piece of property continuously, anywhere from 7 to 20 years, you own the property. That does not belong to you. In Missouri, it's 10 years. And so basically squatters' rights started in the 1800s. The government wanted people to settle the frontier, right? Move west. And originally they were giving rights to squatters because the land was undeveloped. And it was literally here's this field, build an entire colony, village, bank, school. And they were. And then 20 years later, someone would come by and be like, well, I own this land. Move your entire
My
village and get out of
grandpappy.
here.
Yeah.
So it was originally meant to protect that, but now people are like, I'm on to you, government. And then they find a vacant house, and which is wild because I live in a neighborhood that you technically probably wouldn't think squatters would live in. And when I bought my house 9 years ago, there was a squatter that lived across the street. And so the house I bought, some guy in real estate owned 500 properties in St. Louis. The one I bought was his primary residence. It was a foreclosure. But the house across the street was owned by him, and these people had occupied it for 7 years.
Oh, wow.
You never pay a mortgage because, especially in St. Louis, when you put the utilities in your name, they're not do you own the property?
Yeah.
Right? So they have the utilities on and all this stuff. But if you occupy a property in Missouri for 10 years and you can show proof, it's yours.
And
That's how I got on this morning show, actually.
Just occupying that spot.
This is going to be the Greg Warren show in 6 years.
So to be clear, your podcast is how people can get into squatting.
Yeah. We talk about how you can own property without buying it. You know,
that is
like, hey, want to own a property without financing or doing any of the stuff it takes?
And
have bad credit, no money,
looking over your shoulder for 10 years straight.
Yeah. Well, and actually, like I made kind of a funny reference because Adam and I. So Adam's like my right hand man. He's on the show with me and we were chatting about it. And he was like, well, how do you prove that you like continuously occupied the property, right? And I was like, well, I think you get like an Us Weekly or like, you know, maybe like a monthly publication. You put your name on it, you have it delivered to the property. Because we were talking about him getting like a cabin in the woods. So you find one that's vacant.
Right.
Yeah. And then you have something mailed to it continuously for 10 years.
You can't be having Us Weekly coming to a cabin,
well, then I thought maybe.
I don't know.
You can't be having Us Weekly coming to a cabin?
Well, I couldn't think of any other publications on the spot, you know? And then I said, how crazy would it be if like 10 years in one day, the FBI knocked on your cabin door and was like, hey, we have a warrant to search the property. And there were like 10 dead bodies on the property. Yeah. And he's like, so now I'm a serial killer and I read Us Weekly? And I'm like, sorry, bud.
But you've got a great plot of land.
Sorry, bud. Yeah.
Right before they got the Kaczynski, he was like, celebrities, they're just like us.
All right, well, you're not getting out of telling your embarrassing real estate story.
Yeah, what happened?
Okay. So mind you, like I've been in real estate quite some time. And so this is not any time recent. This is like very early on in my career. I was also a young pup who enjoyed, you know, pub crawls and like things that would just bad decisions. I was really into bad decisions. Early on.
I knew you back then.
You did. I've known you for like 20 years. Isn't that crazy? So it was right around that time. No, it wasn't even that long ago. Okay, so I made some bad decisions one Saturday night and I had an open house the next day. It was before I had a team. Now I have a tremendous team. If I make bad decisions, they're there to catch me and like make better decisions and things. So I did not have a team. And so I had an open house scheduled and I was not feeling well. I mean, it was a tough Sunday. I text every real estate agent I knew. I was like, I'll give you $500. I probably didn't because I didn't have that kind of money then. I was like, I'll give you $50.
One of my favorite lines in any movie ever was in 3 Men and a Baby.
Love that movie.
Do you remember this where the kid needs to be changed?
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, I think Bert or Tom Selleck said to one of the guys, Gutenberg, he goes, I'll pay you $1,000 to change that diaper.
And that's like $1 million. That'd be like $1 million now.
To this day. So
I couldn't find anyone to hold the open, and I was like, I just need to pull it together.
I just ran the numbers on it. It's not $1 million.
What are the numbers?
It's like it was like 150,000 based on the inflation.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm like, pull it together. You got this. You can do this. Okay. So I go to the open house and like, you get balloons and you get cookies and like some bottled water. So like I get there early. The sellers are out of town for the weekend, and at open houses I like to either have music on or for the guys. I like to put football on if there's a TV, that way, because they don't really care about the house. Their wife does. So as their wife looks around, they can watch football. Anyways.
Those idiots.
I know. So I have the TV on and I set up these cookies and I have the bottled water. I have a sign-in sheet, And it's from 1 to 3. I get everything set up pretty quickly for being in the state that I was in. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to lay down for like 15 minutes. It was like 12:30. I know. So I lay down on the couch and I just thought it would just be like a little rest, know?
Yeah.
I wake up, I feel well rested. Yeah. There's like drool like caked to my face, like my hair's wet from my drool.
No.
Like it's this whole thing and I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, okay, wait. And I like look at the time and it's like 4:45.
What?
I slept for like 4 hours. So I was like, oh my gosh.
Okay.
Also pre-pandemic.
7
so like
offers.
this one, we weren't getting 30 and 40 offers.
With the girl?
Yeah. we weren't getting like 30 and 40 offers like we are now. Things took a little longer to sell.
I'll go 500,000 over.
Yeah. That's for me. Thank you. So I finally like get my bearings, and I come to the realization that like this is the first open house I'm so excited about that no one came to. Like a real estate agent has never been excited that no one showed up, you know? So I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm like laughing out loud to myself. So I get up, I like get the rider off the sign that says open Sunday and like taking stuff down. I go into the kitchen. All the cookies are gone.
Oh.
All the water's gone. There's 12 people that signed in on the sign-in sheet.
Man.
Yes. I immediately ran to the bathroom to see if there were drawings on my face, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, and then like, oh my God, it was the worst.
So there's like...
there's probably photos.
People that were like, I went to this open house.
That's amazing.
And a girl was passed out on the couch.
That's so
I'm
great.
hoping they think it was like the cellar or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm also hoping... Because of how damp my hair was from the drool, I'm hoping I was like mostly face down on the couch and they couldn't get like a good visual.
Well, and that it was your drool. I mean,
well, hopefully, I'm now questioning that. I'm questioning if it was drool at all. You know, like who knows what happened? Like, oh
so
my!
Did you get offers?
No. No. I mean, I ended up selling the house for sure. It wasn't that weekend, but and I'm still in the business today. But honestly, from that day on, I was like, there's no fun to be had on Saturday nights if I have an open house on Sunday. Like I'll be like, this is true story. Like real estate is like my passion. It's my jam. I love it. Chris has seen me in action.
Yeah, she's good.
I absolutely love it. There's no way I would ever chance that again.
Yeah.
Like it was like, that was like a turning point of like, is this your career? Or are you just an idiot? You know? And at that point I was like, I'm never doing this again.
So that turns into our question of the day. Career turning points based maybe on some kind of mistake that you made. Was there something you did where you're like, all right, never again? If you got similar stories, we want to hear about it. Cheney Window and Door text line 314-669-4665. Greg, yeah?
My whole takeaway from that story was you were saying like you turned on the football for the guys, and the only thing I could think about the whole time was the balloons and the cookies.
I can get you balloons and cookies. I can also get you a house.
I just want to go to more of these things if they have balloons and cookies.
Okay, but now we've stepped up our game, so we do like champagne, we do mimosas.
Just balloons and the cookies really is what I'm interested in.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
All right, we'll be right back on The Courtney Show. Wheel of questions on The Courtney Show. We're Courtney and Brando are out. We're learning as we go here. I think it's going.
Are we reading the text?
When the cat's away, the mouse will.
Let's do. Thank you for your text, by the way. Cheney Window and Door text line. There's some great ones and some really. Nathan's got some fun things going on.
Yeah, there's some funny stuff.
We'll get to all that, but we do have to do a few questions. Lauren Risley is in. Greg Warren is in. Haley the Crime Dog is on the board.
Oh, is that like your thing? Oh, wow,
no,
we all
now.
Yes, it felt nice to do it in the moment.
Hey, just for the listeners, that was Chris doing a dog voice. There's not a real dog in here. Like he's a sort of a sound effects expert.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at the sound effects.
Yeah, there's not a dog in the studio.
Like name a sound effect.
That was me.
Spinning wheel.
Crash.
No.
Again, there wasn't a car smashing through the studio. That's Chris doing that.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe.
For the listeners.
Any other ones?
Like a triangle, it's dinner time, that kind of thing. Ding, 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 ding. Oh my God, that's perfect.
How about the...
Yeah.
Oh,
that's really good.
That was just my mouth.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, that's really good.
That's very impressive. You guys watching the Olympics?
Winslow
Greg, Lauren?
Is that a wheel of question?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it a trick question or just a real answer?
No, it's I'm literally just asking because a lot of these wheel of questions are Olympic based.
Like the Crime Dog, I like the clips.
Oh, okay.
Show me the best of the best.
I will watch all the wrestling. It doesn't start. It's kind of one of the last things going. So I know.
Do you wear a singlet while you watch it? Do you wear like one of your old wrestling singlets with like the earpiece thing? Oh, I imagine you do.
I'm gonna now.
Yeah.
When was the last time you had a singlet on?
Oh, that's a great question.
I think it was probably at the national tournament.
Last week.
Probably when in 1991 at the national tournament.
Really, even for like a video, a bit, you didn't put one back on ever again.
Yeah.
Really?
I took off the singlet and I was done, man.
Wow. We should do something where if you lose a bet, we get you in a singlet.
I don't know.
We should raise if you win a bet.
Yeah.
What if I win a bet?
Yeah. We should do an auction, a charity auction.
Yeah, okay.
Greg
If we do a bet and then and I get Lauren.
No, I'm not in the singlet. No.
Where's an outfit that I need to decide on?
I saw this turning. Like as you're asking, I saw.
I've had a couple ideas over the years.
If you had to compete in an Olympic event tomorrow, what would you choose? Greg, I assume yours would be wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, well,
okay. Is it like as I am right now, or I would be good at that thing?
What?
Or what I would love to be good at.
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow, and I have to be
as
person.
As 55-year-old Greg.
Yes. Yeah.
I would have a heart attack if I tried to wrestle. I tried to wrestle. I mean, when I was like late 30s, I was wrestling like really good high school kids, and I was whooping up on them. I was that good. And then mid 40s, it all changed. Like mid 40s, I tried to wrestle a kid from Ohio State who was a legitimate kid from Ohio State, and I got a cold. Just from,
that's what it was.
I got a cold. My body shut down so bad, I got a cold.
You have that great joke about how it's like you were, I think maybe you were at Mizzou and they were like, hey, Greg, you're going to wrestle this guy. And you're like, I don't want to beat up this old man. And,
it was Steve, yeah.
And you told Steve, you go, hey, do you want to warm up? And he just goes.
Smacked his legs twice.
Like a sumo.
Yeah, and he was old. He was like 40 at the time. I was, 20, D1 athlete. And coach is like, wrestle Steve. And I'm thinking, this guy's old. And I don't want to hurt him. And they blew the whistle. Steve jumps 1.5 feet in the air, grabs me by my chin and my head, throws me on the mat, and proceeds to beat me, like not scores more points than me, physically beat me. It's like he beat me over the head with me, okay? Come to find out, Steve was on the Olympic team in 1980.
Details are important.
Yeah, do you remember what happened in 1980?
We didn't go to the Olympics.
We didn't go, and apparently Steve was still angry about it. Now, Steve Barrett, that guy Steve Barrett. He told me that clip went like kind of viral, and then I ran into him at the NCAA tournament a couple of years ago, and he was like, "Hey man, I've been getting everybody, and
you tell that story went viral, and then he had heard about it.
Oh yeah, he heard about it. He reached out and so he was telling me some other stories. At one point, he's kind of a crazy, like he would go over to Russia. He's a big Christian. He would go over to Russia and like teach wrestling, but also, a missionary type stuff.
Spread the word.
Yeah, spread the word. Yeah. So he's like, he lived in Russia for like 20 years, and he's got crazy stories. He's a really bright, interesting guy, but he's very eclectic. And for a while, he just wanted to, like, I think after college, he didn't know what to do, so he got a job as a janitor at some school.
But you're saying he beat you because he had Jesus on his side.
No, he beat me because of a lot of reasons. But so he's working as a janitor at this school, and some wrestling coach knows who he is, and there's this like cocky kid, who's like, he's like, you're not that good. You're not that good. You couldn't even beat the janitor. He goes, what are you talking about? He goes, and he didn't say Steve. He goes, janitor, come here. So Steve just beats the living crap out of this high school kid.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You got to do a Steve biopic. That sounds pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can. Steve Barrett. Yeah.
I'm looking him up. He's like on some podcasts and stuff.
Oh, yeah. He's a great guy, man. And but he was so good, man. And I think, like, I'd wrestled some of the best guys in the country at that time. So it wasn't like, I wasn't exposed to good wrestling, but this guy was like and he's very unorthodox. It wasn't like they brought him in once a week.
Funky.
Yeah.
And it was like, I couldn't learn the things that like he did. It was like, hey, all I learned was how to take a beating. Like he could try, like, hey, I'm going to teach you this move. I need you to jump up in the air 1.5 feet. I'm like, well, I don't have those gifts. I can't do that.
Good old Steve.
Steve.
Would it be wrestling though if you had to compete in the
like
Olympics
tomorrow? No, because it would be something that I wasn't going to have a heart attack in. I don't know. I mean,
like archery.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be bad. I'd be about as bad at wrestling as I was at archery at this age, man. I mean, I might, look the part better in wrestling.
You look the part.
What's yours, Risley? Tomorrow.
If I wanted to win the Olympics, it'd probably be like walking at an incline. Like a 3.2 at like a 12 incline.
Yeah.
I kill that game. I don't know. I saw events that shouldn't be events, so that could be one.
Plenty of those.
Otherwise, if I something I don't know how to do, but I'd love to be good at, curling.
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, man.
That would be the fun one.
Yeah. I'd have to wear a helmet. No. The ice. No. Not curling like dumbbells. Come on now. Like the ice thing,
What do you think we're doing in here?
I know. But I would also need to wear a helmet because I don't know how I feel about sneakers on like an ice rink. That's probably half the sport.
It does look fun.
Is crying in the shower a summer Olympics game or a winter Olympics game?
That's a winter.
That's
deal.
winter?
Yeah,
okay, well then.
Well, is the shower hot or cold?
You're my guy, man.
Yeah, I would be number one.
Yeah.
I would be really good at that. All right, next question. Spin the wheel.
You guys kind of already... Oh, yeah, there it is. You guys kind of already answered this. Oh, well, no, we'll do a different one. Have you ever met an Olympian? I assume that you have, Greg.
Oh, yeah, man, I met a bunch of them. I met... at one point, I was doing this, like... I was a big deal in the wrestling community there for a while. Like, I was...
Yeah, you're like 7-10 times All-American?
No. I mean, like, I was doing, like, funny stuff. I was making funny videos, and I had this character that was, like, a idiot 40-year-old wrestler that wouldn't let go. And so we were at the national tournament, and Ben Askren was taking me around to all these, like, legends, and we were filming it. And one of those guys was Mark Schultz, who that movie...
Yeah, Foxcatcher?
Foxcatcher was about.
Yeah.
So Mark Schultz was there, and like... I was like playing an idiot. I had a headgear on and I was like, I was a 3-time champion of the Afton Quadrangular. And he's like, yeah, I was a Olympic gold medalist or whatever. And so we like start wrestling a little bit, like just sort of sparring. And we're walking away and Schultz goes to ask him and he's like, hey man, that guy, he kind of knew what he was doing a little bit. And like Ben goes, yeah, man, this is like a bit. He thought I was like a Make-A-Wish kid.
Yeah.
He didn't get that we were doing a thing. He was like, that guy kind of knew a little bit what he was doing.
But just kind of.
Yeah, just kind of.
Turns into a huge insult.
Which is about right. Yeah.
That's all the time we have. That's Wheel of Questions on The Courtney Show.
Hurt in a car accident? Injured on the job? At Cantor Injury Law, we know how overwhelming it can feel. With over 100 years of combined local legal experience and over $500 million won, we fight to get you the justice you deserve.
You can count on Cantor Injury Law to stand by your side. You pay nothing out of pocket. We only win when you win.
When you're injured, count on Cantor. Cantor Injury Law, 314-628-9999. Or visit CantorInjuryLaw.com.
You can count on Cantor.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
The Courtney Show.
I was Destiny's Child. This is The Courtney Show on 106.5 The Arch. Courtney and Brando off today. They will both be back tomorrow. Don't worry about that. Plenty of chatter about where they might be and what they might be doing going on in the Great Taste Gang.
Wouldn't you like
Good
to
stuff.
know?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Lots of conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Why don't you
Gotta love a
guys
good
just not worry about it?
Yeah, mind your business.
They'll be back tomorrow.
Or will they?
Crime dog.
Haley, my God.
Tell it like it is.
You got crime dog.
You got crime dog.
In the meantime, Lauren Risley is joining us from the Call the Closer podcast. Haley, crime dog, is here, and our pal Greg Warren in as well.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
pal.
What are all your Instagrams? Let's start with that.
What do you mean?
Plug Town.
Plug time.
Oh, yeah.
Plug Town.
I
Welcome
think
to
it's
Plug Town.
Welcome to Plug Town.
At Greg Warren.
Yeah.
But I don't need your guys' help anymore. I had Chili liked one of my...
Oh, yeah.
Chili from TLC.
That's insane.
Not just liked, commented on one of Greg's clips.
What was the clip?
It was that head shake bit from a while back.
Oh, like a...
Yeah.
The subtle.
And if I read it, she commented, "I'm in love with you."
That's how I took it.
I took it that way too.
Yeah.
I took it. I'm going to give her a call.
It was ha 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 ha. Just remember, don't go chasing
Well,
waterfall.
I wouldn't call her.
No?
No.
No,
She
I'd let
wouldn't
her-
be interested in you.
Because you think I'm a scrub or something?
Yeah, no scrubs.
Huge scrub.
I'm definitely not going to call it while I was hanging out the side of my best friend.
You're also known as a busta.
Yeah.
I am a busta.
Yeah.
I'm a busta.
Such a busta.
Yeah, she would not want to see you.
When I bring Greg on stage at comedy shows, I'm like, your next comedian is a busta. Please welcome Greg Warren.
She's like seeing you like riding passenger seat in Sean O'Brien's car.
Yeah.
She's not into that at all.
Always trying to holler at her.
I think you have a great shot, to be honest.
With Chili?
Yeah, looks, personality. I mean,
he's the whole package.
You're the whole deal.
Singlet.
No, you. Talking about you. I'll set this up.
Oh, you got this?
All right,
Yeah,
good.
I got this.
You're the closer.
I know. I got you.
I am certainly not.
You were in Alaska recently, right?
I was in Alaska. Yeah. I went with O'Brien, and we almost killed each other, but I saw some cool stuff.
I feel like that'd be a good place to kill someone, though.
Oh yeah,
Alaska. There's like so many places to hide a body. What do you think, Crime Dog?
Crime Dog.
Yeah, Alaska's definitely a good place to kill someone.
My dad just called me while I'm on the air, and I told him I was. And he still just talked to me.
Yeah, I heard you go. I'm on the radio. I'll call you back. And then the call lasted another 10 minutes.
Yeah. But he's got baseball tickets for next week or something. He wants to go to the game, which I want to go. But here's the thing. My dad's at that age. There's guys in St. Louis, they get to a certain age, really anywhere, they get to a certain age, and pretty much 30% of what they talk about is how high the concessions are at the baseball game.
Yeah.
And my dad is one, and it just old guys in general. And like, this has been going on now for 50 years. It's a thing we all know, right?
Yeah, but there was a time where it was cheap, and like for him, baseball wasn't the most popular thing, it was actually, but it was like they weren't trying to nickel and dime you at every turn.
Right, but that was the 50s.
But tell him,
this is you go to that game. This isn't my dad. He doesn't talk like that, but I'm like more old guys. You go to that game, you gonna pay $9 for a hot dog. Yeah, no, I know. No, $9. I'm saying not $9 for one hot dog. Yeah. I know. And there's gonna be another old guy right next to him that goes, every bit of $9. Oh, so wait a minute, not $6.50, every bit of $9, but not the whole $9. Every bit of $9. $9. I know. It's $9. I mean, I'm not saying. I mean, you go to Schnucks, you get a pack of hot dogs for $9. You get 6 packs of hot dogs, right? But at the ballpark, you pay $9. You know how many hot dogs you're gonna get? One. One. It's going to be one. It's going to be one. I know, old man. It's an actual thing. It's been going on for a while. It's an economic term called captive pricing. I was captive in Vietnam. I didn't pay $9 for a hot dog. I can tell you that right now. I hated the Viet Cong, but those people would never charge anybody $9 for a hot dog.
I was at the fish show last night, and I was looking around. I'm like, oh, this place is great. And my dad's voice was in my head, and I was like, hey, Nikki, you know what my dad would say about this venue? You're looking around, you're seeing everybody. It's like compact. It's like, not a bad seat in the house. This place is great. Not a bad seat in the house.
Dadisms.
Yeah, I mean,
your dad, though, man, is like the best guy to have at a live event. I always am happy if he's at a comedy show, man. Yeah. It's like, because he enjoys himself.
Oh yeah, he's really nobody's having a better time out there.
And he'll bring some of his buddies in I don't even know who these people are, but he's always got a bunch of people with him at a comedy show.
They bring signs and stuff.
Yeah, they should, but he's like he's the king of buddies. There's a lot of he's got good friends too, but he's definitely got a bunch of buddies.
Okay, yeah.
And all these people he drags to things, you'd think they've never left their house or seen any type of live entertainment. Like, he'll bring friends to come see me bomb on a Wednesday night, and they're like, that was incredible. Thank you so much. I'm like, there wouldn't have been a show if you hadn't showed up, so I'm happy about it.
As your dad, is he aware of the contracts these guys are getting these days, too? We're paying $9 for hot dogs. And while these guys, these bad quarterbacks just signed contracts for $55 million a year.
Yeah, it's the pitchers is what I just don't think you'll say something because they just got this guy Fetty, and it's a bargain. It's $7.5 million a year. And I didn't even want to say that to like my dad or his friends because that's a bargain. Yes, it is. It actually is for a starting pitcher. I'm sorry that's the economics of the game, but $7.5 million is a great deal for a guy that's a number 2 starter.
No, the guy only works once a week.
No, the guy that's really, really killing it, Helsley. Like you get to pitch like 3 outs and you have the whole stadium go dark, turn red, play music. Like you have starting pitchers that pitch like an entire game, like 7 innings, like Lynn's covered in sweat, getting ready to have a cardiac arrest, and there's nothing for him. But Helsley gets 1 inning
to throw 4 pitches,
and
sometimes.
and it's just the best. Have you ever seen a game where they do the whole thing?
Oh yeah,
it's awesome.
It's
man.
incredible.
Yeah. What do they play? Is it Enter Sandman?
Hell's Bells.
There you go.
Helsley, come on.
I'm sorry.
Come on, that's fine. You really missed it.
Just got a text.
Sorry, guys. I don't deserve to be on the show.
Well, that's not according to my dad. He just texted, "Love Greg Warren."
You're doing the hand thing again. You must have put exclamation marks.
More Greg, Lauren Risley, and the Crime Dog coming up shortly. But right now, we got some tickets for you. That's right. Creed is coming to town. Creed and 3 Doors Down will be at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater on August 19th.
The Hollywood Outsider on 106.5 The Arch.
The Hollywood Outsider is happening right now. Brando is out. Courtney is out. They'll be back tomorrow. Don't you worry about that. But in the meantime, you got the Convy brothers. You got Lauren Risley. You got Greg Warren. And you got Haley, the Crime Dog. Really enjoy that. Chris has some stories. I have some stories.
Haley has a story, too, I think.
Oh, I do have a
Don't
story.
we all?
Do you have a Hollywood Outsider story?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was talking about. There's this Olympian, what is his name? Henrik. And he is a fiend for the chocolate muffins that they keep at the Village, to the point where no one else can get these chocolate muffins. He is taking handfuls.
All the chocolate muffins?
What's his sport?
All of them. I think he's a swimmer.
Yeah.
He's a muffin eater. He's a swimmer?
I think so. But yeah, he's just been hoarding these muffins and he's making TikToks about them. Like, he is obsessed.
Is he German?
No, I think he's from the Netherlands.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but somewhere around that area.
I don't think so. Henrik?
Heinrich. Yeah, he loves my muffins.
That's the same. That's the same arancini voice.
Give me mint. Oh no, that's totally different.
That's different.
Muffins is totally different.
Show her
arancini.
Okay, you're right. There's a difference.
Gabagool.
There's a difference. You're right.
Yeah, man, you're Italian.
Yeah, definitely. In my heart, I am.
Yeah. No, he speaks a lot of Italian.
Oh yeah, it's me, Mario.
He's saying it's me, Mario.
Oh my God.
Pepperoni and meatballs.
What is he saying there?
Pepperoni and meatballs.
Oh,
my friend is
Yeah. I'm a plumber.
He's saying that he's a plumber. That's his trade.
Oh, I didn't. This is crazy.
Yeah, I can go in and out of language.
Wow.
I can go in and out of languages.
And Haley hates it.
This is a bit that Chris and I do. And everybody hates it.
Yeah, nobody likes it.
Nobody likes it. I think we did it one night after the show at the Lincoln. And
at Benny's Pizza.
At Benny's Pizza. And all of Tim's family, except for Emma, hated it.
Hated it.
Kathy really hated
it so much.
Yep.
And that made me and Chris do it way more.
Yeah. So now we're going to bring it to you.
But I think Risley, we finally found a partner in this deal.
I think it's great.
Okay, Risley's into it. All right.
But maybe you've heard it too much, Tim. Is that the thing?
No, he hated it from the get-go.
I'm completely into it.
It's a little on the nose, I think, but it's strong. Rolling Stone just published the list of what they feel the 2024 songs of the summer are. Do you guys, anything, when I say song of the summer, anything, what pops in your mind?
Anytime you just say songs in general, I think Taylor Swift.
Really?
Did that upset all of you?
She's not on this list, but her boy Lana Del Rey is. Lana Del Rey and Quavo, a song called Tough.
Well, wait a minute. This is like the songs of the summer for 2024, not just all
Correct. This
all of summers or this? Yeah, this summer would be 2024.
Sabrina Carpenter is in there, definitely.
Yep, you are right. Espresso's number 3 on
What
their
about Chapel
list.
Roan?
Yep, you know she's on it. Good luck, babe.
Is Renee Rapp on there?
Give me a moment. No, I don't see old Renee. Are you into her? She was
Renee Rapp?
the lead in Mean Girls.
Yeah,
and the Mean Girls movie.
love Renee Rapp.
Her music.
I would die for
Feels
Renee Rapp.
a little easy.
Whoa, yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
You
I
get
would.
the Settle Down t-shirt.
I would lay down and die for her.
Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us on the list. Post Malone and Morgan Wallen. I had some help. Shabuzi on the list again. Is it Courtney really likes that song?
Shabuzi?
Yeah.
I bet her and Brando are listening to it right now.
Yeah,
at their new morning show.
Don't say where they're at.
is
Don't say where they're at.
Cincinnati.
What?
Kesha on the list with Joyride.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather.
Is Katy Perry on there?
No.
Oh, good.
Are you
Why
kidding
not?
me? Because no one's listening to that.
It's not good.
Yeah, she's just, we like her here. And we're
It doesn't
rooting for
sound
her.
like it the way that you just both
No,
of you
we don't
said
like
that.
we don't like the music she's putting out right now because this was their big comeback and it just never
terrible.
She didn't come back.
Came together. No, she did not come up. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's son Pax ended up in the hospital after he crashed his electric bike into the back of a car. He wasn't wearing a helmet. Initial reports seem to indicate that he will be okay.
So I was at the stoplight. I was in Tower Grove Park last weekend, walked the dogs with a friend, and I was at this red light, and I was stopped. And like my car kind of moved a bit, right? And I look in my rearview mirror, and there's a biker behind me, and he looked frantic. And I got out and apologized to him. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And he's like, I'm sorry. And I was like, oh, we're both sorry. And he's like, I ran into your car. I'm like, I know, are you okay? And he's like, why are you apologizing? I'm like, you know what? Why the heck am I apologizing?
Yeah.
It didn't like do any damage. It barely did it, but enough to know that like I'm stopped and my car just jolted a tiny, tiny bit, you know?
Yeah,
but
you
I
were
was
like,
like, oh my God, was I driving backwards? And my friend's like, we're at a red light. And I was like, did I put it in reverse? She's like, I don't think so. I was like, I think I just hit that biker. And she's like, I don't know how you could have.
He hit you.
He hit
You're
me.
like, I'm sorry that I'm comfortable and you're not.
Yeah, I'm like, oh man, sorry that you're not good at this whole bike thing.
Yeah, it was Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's son.
It was their son. Oh, I should. Oh,
You got hit by
there
Pax.
is the. Oh, my neck. Ow. Shoot, my neck.
Anybody, Selena Gomez and Miley Cyrus that just came out that they were competing aggressively over Nick Jonas back on the set when there was a, Haley, I feel like you're going to know about this.
I do know about this.
Wizards of Waverly Place crossover with Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you
They
just
were
said.
not in scenes together because they, as children, because they were both in love with Nick Jonas.
Yeah,
and
they
were
couldn't get
fighting.
along. They were friends, and then I can't remember the exact chain of events. They were friends. One of them was dating Nick Jonas. They broke up, and then the friend was like, okay. And then they wanted to date Nick Jonas, and it was a whole mess. And so they
Spill
couldn't be
the
together
tea.
on set because they would just fight all the time.
Was that just because he was a good-looking kid on set, or was he famous at that time?
He was famous at the time, but I also think, I mean, he was a Disney kid on the Disney set. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, they were
So
kind of
he had
also
some
just forced together.
Riz going.
Yeah.
Charisma.
You know where that came from?
What?
My last name.
Yeah.
Really?
This whole time you didn't know
All
that?
the kids are doing.
I've known you for a long time. You never told me that.
Sorry.
Chris, you got anything good, or you want me to talk about Elizabeth Banks almost dying, choking on a pea on the set of a movie?
I mean, this one might be worse. Jennifer Garner got stuck in an elevator for 1 hour and 11 minutes at Comic-Con. She said, I could use a Wolverine. I could use a Deadpool.
Oh, yeah. I think we did that yesterday because she looks like
I wasn't paying attention.
Way to
adorable
reuse that one.
in the video. Elizabeth, well, I guess I already told you. Elizabeth Banks.
Is there more to the story?
I could do another one.
She was on a movie set, and so she's just in her trailer, like waiting, right? And she realizes she's choking on a pea. She freaks out, throws the door open to her trailer, and somebody, thank God, was going by and sees her and says, "Are you choking?" She motions that yes, she is choking. Guy grabs her head to do the Heimlich maneuver twice, but saves her life. She could have died.
Wait, a pea?
A pea.
Like the snap peas, the ones that are longer and bigger, or just like an actual little pea? That sounds really dramatic.
It makes it sound like it's just an actual little
Don't
pea.
they almost like kind of like melt in your mouth?
Yeah, what's wrong
Come
with
on,
this
lady.
person? Come on.
Get it together.
Very small. I don't know.
Have you ever had somebody while you're on stage come up and try to give you the Heimlich maneuver? Because you're choking so bad?
Choking so
Oh, wow. I didn't know where he was going with that.
Somebody
I was like,
comes
do you
up
eat?
behind
Do you
Sean
eat
or
while you're on
something
stage?
and just starts pressing his chest in. And Sean's like, what are you doing? They're like, I saw you choking. I wanted to say to you.
No, but can we go and do this? Not to Tim or Greg, but someone.
Times where I wish they would.
Not if your dad's there.
Put
Not
me
if
out
him
of
and his
my
buddies
misery.
are there.
His buddies.
They'll be like, that
Not
was incredible.
Say more.
I can't believe it. You want to talk about what's on TV tonight?
Yeah.
Olympic highlights
so
with
bad.
Kevin Hart and Keenan Thompson.
Have we seen any of that?
I have not. I've only seen the Snoop. Everything I've seen Snoop do,
Dogg.
he has delivered.
You see him run the 200, but he
No.
didn't. But it was like kind of.
I would love to see that.
I saw him do stuff with Phelps.
What kind of stuff?
They did an interview. He was teaching him how to swim and talking about lung capacity. And Snoop's like, yeah, I got lung capacity.
Yeah, I bet he does.
Pretty good. And then we've got, Olympics are on like crazy. The Who Wants to Be a Millionaire reboot is on ABC tonight. Sophia Bush, Alex Edelman, and Jeff Ross will
Really?
be on there. Yeah.
Sounds
Edelman,
like
man.
a terrible
Oh,
show.
Edelman.
Yeah, he's got a special on HBO.
Yeah, he's a comic.
Yeah, he sure is.
But
Does
that's
he get the Heimlich?
Edelman?
yes.
That's
He does.
that's his closer of his HBO special.
He's the
which is-
biggest, I can't say the word, but what is it? What's a better word when somebody just, he's like a climber star beeper.
What?
Man, this guy.
Act it out.
So, like.
He's a nice guy.
There.
I know, I'm like kind of buddies with him, but he didn't think Curran mattered and boxed Curran out of a conversation.
Really?
It was one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Curran, your brother?
My brother. They were at the Mark Twain Prize, and Alex he was the sweetest guy. He's the sweetest guy alive, and he did that one-man show that's like turned into a special.
Yeah.
And people are giving him a lot of attention. And so he does the calculations naturally in his mind about whether somebody matters or not. And Curran, him, somebody else were like in a conversation, and the other two people mattered more, and he just stepped right in front of Curran. Boxed him out.
Oh, man.
So the point is he's going places, so check him out if you want to get on early. Unsolved Mysteries still on Netflix. That 4th season premieres tonight. Time Bandits on Apple TV Plus. So it's I guess that's a reboot of the old Terry Gilliam movie.
Oh, it's a great movie, right?
Great movie. Cool and weird. But Lisa Kudrow is in this one, and it's like a very different role for her, but it looks like the trailer is awesome.
What is it again?
Time Bandits is the show.
Time Bandits, okay.
And it's on Apple TV Plus. But yeah, based on there's an old 80s movie.
You mentioned Unsolved Mysteries, and when it came back out, like the reboot of that a couple years ago, my sister and I were into murder things. And she was like, hey, Unsolved Mysteries came out, and I watched it, and she was like, it's really good. And she's like, but it's so annoying. You don't ever find out what happened.
Oh, they just...
But I'm like, Jen, it's literally called Unsolved Mysteries. And Jen, but there's never a resolution. You never find out who does it. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tracking. Yeah.
Do they still, because back in the day when it was Robert Stack, they'd have you call the number.
Oh yeah. If you see it and you know it, you call.
Do they do that now, or isn't it things from like 15 years ago?
Yeah, because here's what we need, people. We need new murders. Get out there and give us some content. Come on.
This guy.
Because we're redoing all these old murders and stuff, and it's, I'm just not into it. I need some new stuff.
There's this guy, you
stuff.
remember some of the first comedy that you ever saw, and there's this guy, John Biner, was a comic back in the day, and he was doing a Robert Stack impression. It was Unsolved Mysteries. He was like, and he goes, a diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such a sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. If any of you have seen the spoon. It's so stupid. I remember seeing that in Vegas at a show, and I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I like reached out to that guy a few years ago, and I was like, dude, I just wanted to let you know, like, it's one of my favorite bits. John Biner, I think, was it. If any of you have seen the spoon.
So strong. That is your Hollywood Outsider. Lots more to come on The Courtney Show with this crew. We'll be back in just a little bit. This is the Courtney Show.
Risley,
Too
not only does she
bad.
do real estate advice, she gives relationship advice as well.
Yep.
Are you a bit of a matchmaker
I'm called
too?
the closer. Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go.
Maybe it was closing
Call
for
the
yourself.
closer, and it's real estate. It's dating. It's let's do this.
So when you do your radio program, which is a podcast called The Closer, you answer people's questions. The people call in, and then do you also just come up with your own things like, oh, people should know this about real estate?
Yeah, and some of it's people should know about real estate, but to be honest, like it's so funny because when we first got offered the podcast, it's like I'm like, oh, thinking like a freaking nerd, right? But then I'm like 99% of the listeners aren't buying or selling. So they don't need to know about that. Like clients that call in, I can tell them about that. So it's more like kind of real estate topics. There's some crazy things like why you should buy when interest rates are high. Right? And people are like, what? And it's like completely true.
And it's more than just the rhyme.
It's more than just rhyme. It does rhyme. It does rhyme, you know?
That's a good enough reason for me.
I know.
Honestly.
I know.
Yeah.
We decided to buy while interest rates were high.
You know, talking about lumber, like pre-pandemic, lumber went from like $300 a board foot to like $1,700 a board foot. And
Has it not come down?
It's come down, but new construction prices have gone down significantly, but renovations haven't. So, like talking about why that's the case.
Oh yeah.
And from your face, I can see you want to know why, and you can listen to the podcast.
I do want to know why.
Download.
So I
It's
can't.
like
You won't tell
episode-
it. If we have people text in real
No.
estate questions,
Oh, for sure.
we
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
can answer them later in the
It's
show.
my favorite to hit them on the spot.
Oh, okay.
Just because it's like what I love doing.
All right.
And so, yeah.
Well,
we've talked-
people should text in real estate questions.
Back of the napkin stuff, I just did the 300 to 1,700. That's an increase of 1,400.
You are like a Rain Man. He's
Yeah.
like, when we talked about the $1,000 on 3 men and a baby, he's like, no, that's actually $150,000.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we do, but we have like, you know, I mean, there's so many different things and like stuff off topic of real estate. We've interviewed like different people around St. Louis that you might know, like their real estate experiences. We have talked about the embarrassing things in real estate, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, like there's all these like clickbait headlines that freaking bother me as a real estate agent. Like clickbait headlines like, baby boomers hoard houses, millennials struggle to buy. And it's like, that's not true.
So you're debunking stuff too.
Yeah, and part
They've
of
been
it's
doing
true,
some bunking, though.
Oh, you bunked as well?
Yeah, they bunk.
we bunk pretty hard.
Otherwise, what are you going to debunk if you're not
pretty
bunking?
hard.
Yeah.
Adam has sang on there. He sang the what's the summer Abercrombie and Fitch?
Suburb Breeze.
LFO.
No, LFO.
Makes you feel fine.
He
Yeah.
sang that because he said his 33rd birthday was his favorite birthday because of he called it his Larry Bird birthday.
Sure.
It was
Oh,
the
that's
jersey,
good.
and then it like
I like
turned into
that.
this whole song, and then it was like a good segment about singing old songs.
I can tell you from experience, nobody wants to hear people singing.
They don't want to singing. I couldn't
It
even.
doesn't-
I couldn't
doesn't
even
stop me
hum.
from doing it,
I
but
couldn't
it's-
even hum earlier.
Yeah, that hum
that
was horrible.
tough, man.
Do Summer Breeze.
Do it.
Near, 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 near,
No.
near, 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 near.
I thought you were singing it.
Bring that music back.
Okay, but you're good at singing. That's like a thing that you do very well.
I'm a gifted
Summer
vocalist.
on a Friday night.
Oh, he's not horrible.
That's
Oh,
great.
wow. He
That's
did
so
really good.
good.
That was really
liked
good.
it.
That boy good.
That's
Like I sing, like I don't even
every bit of it.
I don't even sing in the shower.
every
Like
bit of
I sing
Summer
in the shower, the water turns off. I'm like, what just happened? Like the shower's like,
breaks.
stop. This
What?
is for cleaning only.
Is there a question that you get all the time that's like a bit of a standard thing that everybody seems to be confused about that you could even answer right now?
I mean, the number one question that everyone's confused about, I cannot answer right now. But, you know, a couple months ago, National Association of Realtors got sued, right? And so
Oh, yeah, man.
you can email, this is really not a
Right.
plug, but hello@laurenrisleyrealty.com. There's so much misinformation about it. It absolutely, like, makes me hate my profession when I think about it. But understand, like, each area, like St. Louis, here, I'm going to blow your mind with these acronyms, but as a real estate agent, I'm under NAR, National Association of Realtors, MAR,
And they
Missouri Association, and SLAR, St. Louis Association of Realtors. So you're regulated by your most local association. And in St. Louis, we've been regulated so hard that literally nothing has changed for us. But in other places around the United States, they don't have a local. And so they've kind of like been a bit cowboyish about it, and there's been
Shooting from the hip?
some disclosure issues. Oh yeah.
Mavericks.
So now it's like changed things, and people just have this misconception of like, oh, now sellers don't have to pay a buyer's agent, and it's like
Right.
they never had to.
Yeah. Grow up, everybody.
But there's so much to it, and like that misinformation is really going to. I know I can't say this, but I'm not a regular host, so I'll screw people over when they're going to sell a house. I can say that. Okay. But it's really going to, if they don't have the right information.
She's cool real estate agent.
Thank you.
She's not like other real estate agents.
I mean, I'll just tell you how it is.
When you're
you
in
know?
meetings, do you sit with like the chair facing backwards?
Yeah. Oh, well, no. I take the chair and I spin it backwards.
Oh, yeah?
And then slide into it.
That's really cool.
Yep. I also wear sandals with socks at meetings.
Oh, that's really cool.
good.
Yeah.
So people can email you at what?
hello@LaurenRisleyRealty.com. But honestly, questions like the knowledge is power, the more you know, the shooting star, whatever. But honest to God, like the most important thing to me and what I get the most joy out of is helping people understand and answering questions that they may not. That just the misinformation is bananas.
Some
it's
people
bananas.
buying a house is such a big deal, and it happens so infrequently for most people that it's impossible to know.
But
everything.
people think
it's like going to the post office.
Well, they think real estate agents are the same across the board, and it's
Right.
just literally not the case.
So you are not afraid to answer questions live.
No,
if
hit me
people
hard.
text
Hit
them
me with
in.
them. Yep.
Okay, so they can text in Risley your real estate questions here on the Courtney Show without Courtney and Brando. You can text us in 314-669-4665. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great.
The Courtney Show.
Welcome back to the Courtney Show. You can text us anytime, as you have been. Cheney Window and Door text line 314-669-4665. Lauren Risley is here. Greg Warren is here. The Crime Dog is here. Courtney and Brando out. They'll be back.
We do
back tomorrow.
We do have some questions for Risley if we want to do them.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I don't think Tim's going to like the first one.
Uh-oh. Is it about mold?
Real estate question. Did Tim get screwed over on buying his house because of the basement stuff? Was all that legal, and how does that work?
Was it in the seller disclosure?
It's a great. It's a great. I don't want to get into this.
All right.
but-
Next question. You guys can email me hello@LaurenRisleyRealty.com.
Yeah.
I'll answer that privately.
No. It's unfortunate, but
Well, and to be honest, in most of those cases, especially with water in like a basement, it is unfortunate because the amount of rain we got a couple weeks ago, I kid you not, between me and my agents on the team, we probably got 15 calls that day about water in the basement from people who have never had water in their basement. And like when you get that much water, there's nowhere for the water to go.
Right.
And so some people have lived in their houses forever and it's never been an issue. Maybe it was previously, maybe not. You'd probably see evidence of water when you would have bought it. Hopefully your inspector would have caught that. So I hope you didn't get screwed over and it's just a real unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
Does that feel better?
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I can just feel my basement drying right now.
I wrote another text said, Lauren Risley is the best realtor in St. Louis. Love her.
Love
and
that.
I don't know what your phone number was. And I go, is this Lauren Risley? I thought maybe you texted the show. And she goes, nope, this is one of her longtime clients.
Love
there
that.
you go.
Nice.
So I kind of like that one. This is a good question from nicknameless Jonelle. She said, what is the best way to sell a house owned by myself and my siblings to my child?
If you're selling it for a dollar amount, I mean, because there's a difference between like gifting, right?
Right.
And then selling it.
Right. Because there's tax implications.
Yeah.
and all
I mean,
that
if
fun
the
stuff.
question is like, what is the best way so that everybody feels good about it? Like, you know, like we don't want to rip her off,
Right.
but my siblings also want to get paid because I don't own the house completely. I would get an appraisal. Find out what that is. And then if the family says, hey, you know, we would save on commissions and we would save on like cleaning it and staging it. So the appraisal is $300, but because we're selling it to you and
$300 for a house?
yeah, things are cheap these days, man. Not hot dogs, but I mean, houses are cheap.
Just give it to them.
Just give it
But no,
Come
then
on,
they can.
Jonelle.
But I would just an appraisal is the like easiest way to not
Right.
argue price. Like especially if I'm working with a seller and everything in the house sold for everything in the neighborhood sold for $500,000. And they're like, well, I put in this retaining wall. Mine's worth at least $750. I'm like, you know what? Let's get an appraisal because I'm
Right.
not going to argue that.
And
right?
appraisals are fairly accurate, right?
Well, yeah. So here's what I tell people: like, let's jump to the end of this process, right? I mean, if we get an appraisal, whoever buys your house, if they're getting financing, it has to appraise for that amount, or the lender won't lend. And then people go, well, I'll find a buyer for cash. Are you kidding? If I'm paying cash, I'm still getting an appraisal.
You kidding me?
I'd rather spend more money with the bank's money than I'd rather with my own cash in the bank. So I'm getting are you kidding me?
That's like trying to buy a $9 hot dog.
Are you kidding me? Every bit of it.
Every bit of it.
Yeah.
Every bit of it.
But an appraisal is probably the best way to settle that.
All right, that's great. And Jonelle, if you have follow-up questions, what is
Hit
it?
me up. Hit
Hello
me up.
at...
Get it. Come on, you know
Hello
it.
at
You email
Lauren?
me all the time.
Hello.
I have no idea what
Just
you're
kidding you.
emailing.
Hello.
You've already chastised me for emailing you to your wrong email.
Oh, that's right. Hello at LaurenRisleyRealty.com.
Okay, that's good. This is another question. Squatting. If my stepbrother is living in our parents' house rent-free for years, when our parents are both gone, would he be considered squatting? There's a trust that states that all assets will be sold and money split between the children equally. Thank you.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, just squatting because you're not the main resident.
No, but I think, well, there's a trust in place, so that's going to be like the end-all, be-all, right? I think squatting it's like if you look up adverse possession, it's a really big word, but it's like taking possession without people knowing. So I think like he is, if there's any kind of communication. Okay. If there's any type of communication that says like, hey, my brother's
inflation,
living there.
man. Look at the economy.
Oh, yeah.
But if you have a text, an email, any kind of communication like stating that your brother's living there rent-free, then he's being allowed at the property.
Which is different. What
than,
if he has the Us Weekly coming in?
Well, then he owns the property after 10 years, okay? So I'd say get his butt out.
That Us Weekly loophole is
it's a tough
tricky.
one.
It's
It's a
impressive.
legality, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Good thing to know.
And then last question that we're going to do right now, maybe this should be a quick one. My husband says that he would never buy a house that has 4 sump pumps. That's just an accident waiting to happen. He's in the excavating business and says it's just crazy to have 4 sump pumps. My dad talked about sump pumps more than any one thing. No, it just growing up, it was the thing he talked about the most.
Sump pumps?
Sump pumps.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was my whole childhood was about sump pumps and shoes or like items walking in the middle of the floor. Because I didn't put it there, and he's like, "Oh, did it just grow legs and walk there?" No. It didn't.
It floated. From
Maybe
the
that's how
sump
the
pump.
sump.
It flooded.
But maybe
and
the
then
sump pumps
floated
maybe
over
the sump
there.
pumps walked from neighbors' houses,
Yes.
and that's how you got 4 of them there.
So 4 sump pumps, is that a red flag?
It
It didn't
depends how
just
big the
float
house
over
is.
here. It didn't just float on the floor. This isn't Tim's house.
Tim's had enough. Tim's had enough. For the rest of the show, no sump pumps, no water, no rain. We can't talk about anything like that. I'm sorry, Tim.
They've moved Olympic swimming events to Tim's basement.
Is that right?
Yeah. So if you guys want to
From
see,
Paris?
yeah, from Paris.
Phelps did an exhibition there.
Yeah.
Get ready for it. It's very.
So it just
But no,
depends.
it depends on how big the house is, right?
A lot of people are saying they've never been in water that deep.
In that basement,
Yeah.
They're using it for like scuba training. I've heard.
Yeah.
Tim, can I jump in on the jokes, even though I was just offending you?
Sure.
Yeah, like if you
Risley.
hold like a Super Bowl party or something, you should have life jackets when people walk in, just in case.
In your face, dog.
Life jackets.
Yeah, you should hire a lifeguard, dog.
Take that, Tim.
Oh man, this is awesome.
You got Risley. You got Risley, dog.
But I do want to come to the party. Be my own LV. I'll bring my own life vest.
Yeah, and then you'll pass out for your showing the next day.
Yeah. True. But I will bring cookies and balloons.
Oh, isn't that great?
We should do this more often. We'll be back. First 5 notes and more coming up on The Courtney Show.
First 5 notes on 106.5 The Arch.
First 5 notes is brought to you by Carroll House Furniture. They've got just great furniture going on. If you like nice things, go to Carroll House.
Great furniture.
There's an official tag that Haley's going to grab me up there, but you really just
Great furniture
really
going on.
strong stuff going
I
on.
really love the people at Carroll House. I legitimately love both Brooke and Amy.
It's only because you like nice things.
I do
though.
like nice things, and they're nice people.
I did a show they were at recently. They were great.
Yeah,
man.
they
Really
love
nice
comedy.
people. Yeah, they do. Yeah,
and their mom does. Like they're cool.
They love Nikki.
Yeah, they love Nikki.
Big
But
Nikki
they're-
fans.
But they're like, I couldn't believe how much I liked them.
I don't know if you guys know this. Carroll House Furniture is growing and hiring. If you like top pay, join the Carroll House family. All right, first 5 notes. You guys know the deal. It's a good time. We got a caller. Haley, who's on the phone?
Terry.
Terry. Hi, Terry.
Hi.
Where are you calling from?
St. Louis, soon to be Farmington. I just won tickets for a journey from you guys.
You did. How long ago was that?
That was a couple of weeks ago, like a month ago.
Oh, hey, Haley.
You may not qualify for this whole situation. But
No, you can't do that to me.
Well, I'm not the boss. I wish I was.
Yeah.
You know what? Everybody's out. Whatever you want, Terry. Let's just do this.
Yeah.
No rules. I don't know how this is going to play out, but it'll be a good time. Terry, have you played the game before? Did you win Journey playing First Five Notes?
I did. I won first row seats.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, you had a
Point out,
great
I don't
time,
work
didn't
here
you?
every day.
What'd you say, Haley?
I would like to point out I'm not here every day. I don't know the people who play.
It wasn't your fault,
Well,
Haley.
frankly, Haley,
No,
after
this is on you, Haley.
Yeah.
Haley didn't
Way
do
to go,
nothing
Haley.
wrong.
After this, you won't be here any days. So I don't
Yeah.
know what's
Oh my God, don't tell me that.
Kidding me?
All right, hey, Terry, let's get this thing going. You know the deal. We're going to play you a few notes of a song. You are going to name either the artist or the title of the song. You have to compete against.
She won like 2 days ago
on the show. I know. It's also for the listener, Greg.
Well, we might not be able to give her the tickets, but we're going to play the game.
We're going to see how you do. Terry, who in this studio would you like to play against? Haley the Crime Dog, Lauren Risley, Greg Warren, or either of the Convey brothers?
Let's do Greg.
Greg.
Yeah, Greg's good.
Sounds like he knows the least. Yeah. Do that.
What? No, you think that's why?
Yeah.
Greg Byrne.
Or no, it's because you're the most attractive.
Ooh. Tim and Chris and Haley Byrne.
Yeah.
A lot of chemistry in here. All right.
Terry, you ready to rock this party?
I am.
All right. This might be for nothing, but let's have fun. Here's song number 1.
I mean, it's instrumental.
Those are instruments.
So you don't hear any words. So no words. So it's probably Joe Satriani.
You want to hear it again, Terry? Let's hear it again.
Oh, that's not even coming to me on what that is.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That is the name of the song.
That's great. You nailed it. Do we know what song it is? Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Or you do? Okay.
Yeah. It's an artist who we were complaining about her new song is not very good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
No. Oh, my God. What's going on?
We just got disconnected.
You're fired.
Yeah, you already weren't getting them. But now,
Oh, my word.
Come on.
All right, we're gonna let Greg steal on this one.
The only reason I may know it is because I was here when you were talking. Is it Katy Perry?
Yeah, it's Katy Perry.
Terry, this is not good.
Okay, now it sounds familiar.
Okay, good. Yeah, let's have a point.
It's not called First 17 Notes.
Katy Perry.
There you go.
Oh, she got it.
Man,
I do not feel good about having the first loser on without Courtney. But it also feels like we should do it because she just won the Journey ticket, so I don't know what to do.
And she took a shot at Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that's true.
She did.
All right, Terry, I think we're going to let you do this on your own. Because illegally, I think that's...
You need to give me some hints.
Oh, Terry, we don't need to do anything.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see how this plays out.
All right.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do either.
You guys,
I don't think you qualify.
I just got
anyway.
a text from Taylor Swift. She said no way.
Oh!
She said no way.
Taylor's
No
text
tickets.
is people
She
here.
said no tickets.
I feel like Brando might be listening to the show. So, Brando, if you're listening, tell us what to do.
Text me right now.
Yeah, are we allowed to do this?
What time is it in Cincinnati? Do you think they're awake?
Oh, yeah. All right, Terry. We'll see what happens here. Here's song number 2.
Oh, is that Aerosmith?
Yes! Oh, my God. I don't know what to do right now. We are letting Terry fly on her own. We've never done this.
See, they're more my age group.
Yeah.
And you're definitely getting this next one. There's no possible way you do
No,
it.
maybe. I mean, this
If she gets the next one, then it's 2 out of 3, right?
If you get this one wrong, you deserve to lose.
Oh, man.
Wow, Haley.
Oh, shoot.
No, I'm for real.
She just gave it to you.
Okay.
This is so
Terry.
intense.
I'm
Here
nervous.
is-
Yes.
Yeah, we're all nervous. We're in
idea.
uncharted water. It's 4+ years. We've never done this before. Here is song number 3.
Oh, Rick Astley.
You may or may may not have just
That
won
was
tickets.
that was in my dancing days.
Oh, good.
there we go.
That was just our dancing
Never
days.
stop
If you could see
dancing.
this,
Never
yeah.
stop dancing. Terry, we're going to try to make this happen for you. Hopefully, you're within the legal limits here, but
It's all up to Haley.
yeah, stay on the line.
Come on, Haley.
You said that thing about Taylor Swift. I'm not feeling very nice right now, Terry.
All right.
I love Taylor Swift. I love her.
Okay, good. Terry, stay on the line and we'll figure this whole thing out. We're going to do some text next right here on The Courtney Show.
The Courtney Show.
Wow. What?
There's so much going on right now.
What a nerd. Who's this loser?
Did you guess it?
I was so
Is it
confused.
still a no?
All of a sudden, Greg looked so cool to me, and then he took off his sunglasses, and I was like, oh, no, he's not cool at all.
Yeah.
But that's actually not even
But
what
I
happened,
couldn't
but
tell.
that's fine.
Whoa, he's cool again.
Yes.
Cool.
Hey, guys.
It does make you look so much cooler.
I am.
I did like the guess, though, if he got tan in Alaska.
Yeah, that definitely didn't happen.
No.
Have you ever been tan?
I was on some medication a while ago, and it made me tan. And everybody's like, "Dude, you look great." I'm like, "I can't stay on this for like very
What about
long."
a spray tan?
No,
Because
I don't know. It just
you just like the
Do you
white.
get
the
spray
white
tans?
look? No.
Well,
Sorry.
Ouch.
It's good enough for
No, it's not a bad thing.
Well, I thought,
Pitching it to Greg.
actually, now that I say it, I feel bad because
She's like, "I'm not Greg."
That's what I was gonna say. I thought you were comparing our skin tones, and I'm like, no,
Yeah, no.
But then
You've
I
always
realized
had
that's
like sort of
offensive.
like olive skin.
Yeah.
Do you want us to leave?
Sorta.
What color are our eyes?
Reason, but yeah.
What color are your eyes, Greg?
This has been the best show on air and off air.
Yeah, it's good.
Ah.
It's good
Nah,
both ways.
we're good off air.
Mostly
show.
off air.
Yeah. The after hours
This
would be
is-
a good one.
This is the best off air show in America,
Or
probably.
Mr. Miyagi's the after hour.
When did
Pat Morita?
No, I was going to say who's the guy on Courtney's old show? Guy Phillips get here.
I like that this last part
Haley
has
liked
like
it.
no
Haley
one.
loved
That's
it.
not even. It's a thing from the movie.
No,
Yeah,
I
it
know.
is.
Karate Kid.
It was an inappropriate shot.
I like that like what we're talking. Like no one listening has any idea what we're talking about because it's just carried on from being off air.
Oh no,
No,
these
they
people
know.
Did you
get-
just say
they get it.
we're unprofessional and we
Yeah.
know how to do our jobs?
Yeah, I said,
We
"Where's
know.
HR?"
They
On
know.
your radio program,
Oh.
are there any commercial breaks or is it just straight hour of you talking real estate?
Oh no, who wants that? No way. Commercials for sure.
Okay, cool.
For sure, commercials and like some like.
You guys
and
doing
now
Pickle
with
Man?
the- who?
Pickle Man? Is he doing commercials with you guys?
I don't know who the pickle man is. Does he sell pickles?
What about the guy who
sells cars.
Oh,
We gotta get-
that's weird.
Yeah.
We got a guy who says, "Ask the wife." Remember that guy?
Yeah. It's they spend a lot of money here, so we're
Wait,
big,
that's a-
big fans of
Yeah,
Asking
ask the
Wife.
wife. What is it?
I don't know. I'm not allowed to talk about it apparently.
Okay.
If you guys missed anything on the show today, the podcast will be up shortly. It is, as always, fueled by Salt and Smoke.
Love it.
There might be a blog, there might not. I don't know. We're going to talk to Haley. We're in negotiations. We'll see what happens. Crime Dog is on it if it happens at all, so that's good. But yeah, definitely check out today's podcast. We'll get that up in just a little bit. Thank you to Lauren Risley for being on the show. People can find you online where?
Really, anywhere. I'm just kidding. Lauren Risley Realty is Instagram, our website. I do the old Google.
Yeah.
Or Ask Jeeves. I like to ask Jeeves. Ask Jeeves, Lauren Risley Realty. You'll find me.
Jeeves is still in the game. Greg Warren, thank you for being on. You might be joining us in the next couple days, right?
There was some talk of Friday if somebody was not available.
He still got sunglasses on.
It's hard to talk to him because I'm intimidated. He's so
It's his tan. It's the tan.
Hey, Chris, man, it's just me here.
Oh, look.
Yeah, that's just me, dude.
hey, dog. We're cool now.
GregWarrenComedy.com. His shows tickets for his shows in November at the Funny Bone are on sale now. And if you got friends in Nashville, send them to our show in a few weeks. Down in Nashville.
we're playing Nashville.
Maybe Terry will get tickets in Nashville.
Yeah,
Didn't she win
Terry is
them?
big. Terry is big.
Hey, did I tell you I'm playing the Grand Ole Opry?
Incredible. First week of September?
Yeah.
I'm going to try to go to that.
Let's all go.
That's legendary.
Yeah.
And Haley on the Crime Dog, great job.
Thank you.
Way to go, Haley.
Haley Talks on Instagram, HAY.
Sorry I doubted you on that Terry thing.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Haley talks.
Terry
Thanks-
was fair game.
Thanks to Terry. Thanks to Courtney and Brando, who will be back tomorrow. We appreciate you guys
Cincinnati.
listening. Anybody have anything else before we throw to this song?
Everybody loves Greg, Haley, and Risley on the show. They want more of this.
I love everybody. I love you guys.
We'll just all take stuff. Oh, we love you too, even with the sunglasses. It's fantastic.
And the tan.
Great Taste Gang song of the day. You can request anytime, 1065thearch.com. Today, our pal Chris Ritter, who's been listening to the whole show because at the very, very beginning,
Yes.
it is Steve
I'm not
Miller
a bad
Band.
person.
Steve Miller Band with Abracadabra. It is your Great Taste Gang song of the day. Thank you guys for listening. Courtney and Brando, back tomorrow. Have a great, great day.
Oh, hey. Man, that was fun, wasn't it? Why don't we meet up later and I'll make you a sandwich at Salt and Smoke. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Tickles. Bye.